Fantasy Strike was pretty interesting because you got a guy that's from Street Fighter, and then you got another guy that's from Guilty Gear. It was interesting to me because I like to see all those different players from those games collide against each other.
So as far as like, can it be competitive? I think it's a really good.
All right, hello everyone. Sorry about the delay there. Hopefully we can start getting this ready. What was I going to do? Okay, yeah, I think we're already in top 8, so we should probably start getting those matches ready. Oh goodness. Going back over here. You there, Daniel? Hello?
Yep.
Alright, fantastic. Yeah, we missed a few of the top 8s already, unfortunately. Oh wait, no we didn't. No, never mind. Sorry, we haven't missed any. Apologize. So we need to do Wheezy and Morpheus, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
So let me message Wheezy real fast. Everyone, you can report your own scores. Let me message Wheezy so that we can get in his match real quick. Hopefully they haven't started yet. It's a little bit hectic, it seems. Let's see, Wheezy. Would you mind accepting my friend request? Or leave so we can commentate your top 8 match. Cool, let me, he might already be my friend here, actually. Let me check that real fast. Wheezy, oh, Morpheus is my friend, okay.
Yeah.
Let me add, I'll just tell him that Morpheus. Alright, now we're just waiting for Morpheus and Wheezy to begin, I believe. Oh, apparently
Okay.
the sound is a bit low on stream. I'll try and fix that. I'm assuming it is the video card. I will just turn that up to that, so that should make the sound a little bit better.
Okay, good.
Alright. Do that. Also turn up the sound in game.
Well, apparently, Morpheus and Wheezy have already played.
They already played. Oh boy. God.
Oh, and it wasn't top 8.
Oh, it was not top 8. Oh, I apologize. Whoops. Top 8's the next round. Yeah, because that's all. That's around 7. Yeah, I'm looking at the bracket right now. So yeah, it is the next round that's top 8. Apologies, stream. All right, cool. I think everything's good at the moment. Doesn't seem like there's any other issues. So yeah. So how have you been enjoying old Fantasy Strike, Daniel, so far?
I've enjoyed it a lot. I've got like 600 hours into it.
600 hours? Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm only running with about what, 74 hours right now, and a lot of that has been sitting in the menus because like on off hours because I literally play at all
Yeah.
times of the day. So lots of fun. Oh, you cannot hear. Oh, can't hear me. Apparently the audio might be. How's the audio looking, chat? Can't hear me. Oh, apparently they cannot hear me. Am I too quiet here? I will turn up my volume. I was gonna run through all of this with you, Daniel, before we started the stream, but my dentist appointment decided to take literally, like, so it was. I had my appointment at 2:15, right?
Yeah.
I actually got everything like ready and like got my teeth cleaned at like 2:45, and then I was actually getting my teeth cleaned at like 3:20 or so. It was horrible, man. It was horrible. Is it still not loud enough, chap? All right, I will fix that. You continue to talk while I fix my mic.
Okay. Might as well look for what matches will be. Let's see. Reloading the page. Not sure.
How are the matches looking, Daniel? Or,
So it looks like Hostia Lad and Darkness have a match today. Although Hostia Lad here. There's also Remy and Merciful Hacker.
I played against both of them. Yeah, they're both pretty good players.
Yep, but played against both of them in the so definitely a match I've been looking forward to, but it doesn't seem like Mercy is here.
Yeah, I just got a notification that there is a match dispute, so let me check that out real quick.
Okay. And
but yeah, so far the tournament seems to be running fairly smoothly. Like the matches are going fairly quickly. Oh, yeah, it's Remy. Was it Remy that you were talking about? Remy and Merciful Hacker, apparently. Merciful Hacker is sleeping apparently from knock. By the way, hopefully is the audio sounding good? Oh, I think it's. Oh, let me turn your volume down. Actually, it might be my end. All right, try talking real fast, Daniel.
I can only talk in a normal pace.
All right, hopefully that does fix the audio there. I just want to get into some spectating here. That's what I'm excited for. All right, so Merciful Hacker and Remy, seems like Merciful Hacker is not showing up. So I am going to go ahead and give it to Remy, I believe, yeah. Because it's been about 30 minutes since this, so. Wait, actually, let me, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Remy here. Report that to Remy.
And then we could watch a match between Remy and Nock.
I believe we can, yeah, we can do Remy and Nock's game, I believe. So yeah, all right. Yeah, apparently it is on my end. I just need to move my mic closer. Shame Hacker is pretty good. Yeah, it would have been nice to see Hacker. Well, technically, I guess he would be in the losers bracket, I believe. So if he comes back in time, I guess, right? All right, Nock and Remy. Let's we can watch your match, I suppose. That can be an interesting one. Both Nock and Remy are great players. Oh, they're already in a game, it seems like. So let's watch this. Playing a friend online, and Nock should be as well. Oh, Nock is in menus, so Remy.
Yep.
Remy is playing someone else.
Right. Yeah.
Are they playing each other right now?
Doesn't look like it. Remy is still playing someone else.
Yep.
But they might have just finished.
Yep, at Remy,
So
you and Nock can start. We will be commentating you. All right, sounds good. I'm not great. I might be good, says Nock in the old chat. I'm sure. No, you're a great player, Nock. Come on, let's be honest. Next time I do a tournament here, I'm gonna Maybe we can get your webcam on, Daniel, and then you can webcam spectate with me.
Perhaps.
So you're also in C with me, right? So I should have just invited you over to my house and been like, let's have an old spectating here. That would be great.
Yeah. What part of North Carolina are you? Like West North Carolina or East?
I do not know which part in terms of direction, but I am in Elon at the moment. But usually I am in Charlotte because that is where I go to school.
Oh, cool.
Yes. What about you? Where are you?
I'm in like the corner of North Carolina.
Okay.
So about as far away from the ocean as you can get, while still technically being in North Carolina.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Charlotte isn't that far. Although college is in Maine, so a bit far from there.
Oh, I see. All right. It does seem like Remy and Nock are playing Fantasy Strike, so we should be able to get a game in. Hopefully they start soon. Yes, here we go. The match is starting.
You haven't practiced enough.
This will be great fun.
Are you there, Daniel?
Yep, still here.
All right, here we go. Are you in the match?
Yes.
Oh, I have
it's Setsuki
desynchronized from the opponent.
Okay. So it's Setsuki versus Grave. So Grave did a nice reversal C there.
I will assist once I can get back in.
Setsuki tried to do a ground B, but got punished by Grave Super.
Oof, that is very okay. I am in now, and there is a oh my goodness, there is a Midori and a Geiger just on my screen at the moment as a glitch. Oh, it seems that Remy has gotten the first 2 victories already.
Yep, the first 2 rounds. Or round. Yeah, rounds.
Yeah, they're rounds, yeah. So, oh, is he punished here? I believe he is, yes. So you have to be very careful as Setsuki because Grave can punish you so hard, and he does get the win here.
Perfect.
Yes. Although that said, a bad Dragon Heart and 4 damage to Grave.
That's true.
Well, 3 if you don't have super, but
Let's have a fair
still.
That's
Pretty big.
that is true. Yeah, if you make a mistake as Grave, you'll just get badly punished by Setsuki.
fight.
Yeah.
So I believe this is a good matchup for Remy as well here because he's a zoner and he's a grappler. I think that Midori will get a much bigger advantage once he gets Dragon for him. But oh wow, Remy is just getting him with these mix-ups right here, and he should have this first game right now. I don't think Midori can really do much even with Dragon form at this point. Yep, and there's the first win.
At that point, doing Dragon form for the trade wouldn't help that much.
I just realized that I need to fix my stream real quick.
Oh, good. So Midori got a command grab, so denied the perfect.
That's true, yeah. And Midori in Dragon form is actually quite strong against Geiger. Yep. Oh, and Remy is able to jump out, but gets normal throwed.
Yeah.
So this is bad for
That
Nock.
is-
This is bad for Nock right now. Yep.
Yeah, that is the thing about the command throw, Dragon command throw. If they jump, they can like murderize you.
This is true, yeah. You
So-
have to be very careful with Midori, especially against Geiger. But it does seem like Nock has the advantage here. Geiger only has 3 bars of health right now, which is good for Midori. But Nock just keeps pressing buttons against Geiger here. He's got to be careful about those time spirals. And I don't think that Midori can get out of this situation, unfortunately. I think that this is a win here for Remy, unless Midori or Nock can pull out a victory here. He does have Dragon form, though.
I would say I do think that Midori can get out of this, although it will be really hard.
He just needs 1 command
since
grab.
he cannot trade. Well,
Oh!
1 command grab, 1 regular grab, or that.
Or an air attack, which is also extremely powerful for Midori. So now Nock is in an extremely good position here. Gets the counter.
Yep, although, there goes Dragon Form.
Yep, and he gets punished for it as well. This is the problem with Dragon Form sometimes is you just get hit as you get out of it. Nox still has a good chance here. He's got 3 bars of health, but unfortunately Remy realizes, and this is bad. This is very bad for Nox right now. He's just going to get pressured into the corner, which you probably don't want to be against a zoner as a grappler. You want to be the one pressuring. That was a very good parry, very important. Oh, he gets the command grab. Oh, but the flash gear.
I think that might have crossed up if Grave had or Geiger had him flash geared.
This is true, yeah, but Geiger's flash gear is just such a powerful wake-up option, especially against zoners. You have to be extremely careful with against grapplers. I apologize.
Yep.
Okay, so Remy's on the Midori this time, so we're about to see some Remy Midori. Seems to be playing a little bit differently than Nox. Who do you think has the advantage here? I feel like it's almost it's a bit even until Midori gets Dragon Form.
Yeah, I don't know who's probably stronger, really. I have a hard time really sussing that stuff out.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard matchup. I want to say that it's about even except with Dragon Form, but I do think that Nox with his Degree may have slight advantage because he can use his Ghost more like a zoning tool almost against the grapplers. Oh, but the Dragon Form, this is what I'm talking about. Once you get Dragon Form, you just, like, all of your bad matchups almost become good matchups. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
He just needs one command throw, Remy. Oh, but he gets him with the Ghost. And that's what I'm talking about, how you can use that Ghost to bait out the Midori stuff. But he gets normal thrown. Unfortunate for Nox there. Good throw. Good catch. Good second throw. Will he go for a third? He does go for a third throw.
I trained him well.
Oh, have you trained Nox de Grey a bit, Daniel?
Maybe. I do like to go for throws.
Oh, but I think Remy's going to get this.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Nox, the Dragon Form does win, as it usually does. So good on Remy. He gets all 3 wins. Good plays from Nox as well. I think Nox played well. Unfortunately, Remy happened to play a little better. But that's okay, right? I mean, you cannot win them all. But Nox will now be in loser's bracket. So, hey, we may see him again in the finals. You never know.
Okay. Let's see. What's the next match?
What is the next match? Such a good question, actually. Pull up my brackets real fast.
I think Hostelad hasn't shown up at all, so probably give a bye to Darkness, and then we could do Darkness versus the Rookhugger.
Darkness has already won his match against Hostelad, so it is Darkness versus Rookhugger now.
Oh, maybe I need to refresh the page.
Need to refresh, yeah. Get that refresh in. But it is Darkness versus Rookhugger, so we can get their match, perhaps. Oh, I think I have a notification in the Discord.
Okay.
What to do about no-shows. Report the match in Battle 5, and I will handle it. Okay, so let's see if we can get Darkness. Are they already in a game?
Not yet.
They're not in a game. Okay, so it is Darkness versus the Rookhugger, correct?
Yes.
At Darkness real fast. At Darkness and at Rookhugger. Feel free to start. We will spectate. All right, and now we wait. But no, this game, I absolutely love this game so far. So I am fairly new to the whole fighting game scene. I've played a bit. I played a bit of Smash Ultimate. I've also played a little bit of Street Fighter 5 and a little bit of Mortal Kombat 11, but I've never really put this much time into a fighter until this game. I guess you could say I put in a lot of time with Smash 4. I never even owned the game, so I don't know if you can consider that time. Smash Ultimate I have been putting some time into, though.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your experience with fighting games?
This is pretty much my first fighting game ever, so.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you kicked my ass a lot, so there you go. Better than me.
Yeah. Well, 600 hours will do that.
Oh, it does indeed look like Darkness and Rookhugger in a friend match.
Yes.
Apparently, Morpheus is waiting on the Hoss versus Madness, but if Hoss continues to be AFK, well, hopefully Hoss will show up. All right, we have so Rookhugger has already taken the first game. He is playing Valerie versus Grave. Oh, and this is going to be a big punish with the cross up for the win against Grave. So who would you root for here? Who do you think has the advantage here in terms of Valerie versus Grave? I believe it's probably Valerie if she plays properly.
I think Rookhugger is the one who has the advantage.
And
by being a better player.
That's true. Rookhugger is a fantastic player, absolutely.
Yeah. He's been wrecking me every time recently.
He has wrecked me many times as well with his Rook, which hopefully we get to see here. And we do! So we get to see Rookhugger's Rook versus a Zoner. This will be a treat. Let's see how he deals with it. So if we're being honest here, Geiger has the advantage since he is the Zoner, but Rookhugger's Rook is extremely powerful. But it does look like Darkness is taking advantage of his zoning capabilities, keeping Rook out as he should be. Rookhugger is using these earthquakes to get in, but he's getting hit still, which is unfortunate for him. Oh, bad flash gear, and he's got to take 3 damage for that. Was not paying attention to the super.
Then he has to guess.
And he has got to guess right here. He guessed right, but he did not block the cross up. Unfortunate there for Darkness. He started out so strong. So I don't really like this air super, unfortunately. It's a bit too far away. Rook can just back up here. He can thunderclap. Oh, but Rookhugger makes a mistake. He takes a point of damage.
I do think that a lot of Rooks, or actually a lot of characters, end up taking damage from trying to avoid the chip. They just like fall into it, and then they're like trying to jump over the gears, and then happen to get into the cycloid.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think sometimes you just need to sometimes just take the chip, but he's gonna get hit here. Oh, he's gonna take the 2 damage. That is rough for Darkness. Oh, but he does guess right. Unfortunate for him, the drop gear does not prevent the command grab.
Nope.
But he does get a throw. That is a dangerous thing to do against a grappler. Because if they guess the Yomi counter, you take 2 damage. He's got to guess here. He guesses wrong.
And
unfortunate for Darkness. Rookhugger's Rook, just so powerful as his name would imply. He does take the win, and he needs 1 more win, and it's going to be Grave versus Jaina. And I would almost say this is about even. I think Grave might have a slight advantage, though, in the match. So I think Darkness here is going to be looking just to do better zoning, as I think he has a little bit better zoning than Grave would. And then use that Dragon Heart to punish anything Grave might try and do, just like that. Doesn't go for the air super. Oh, but he gets lucky there that his that one of his arrows hits, and he gets the two throws. Very powerful. Unfortunate that does not stop, and he got hit again. Oh, he's going to get punished here? Unfortunate. He was not able to get over in time. He played so well, though. Darkness is playing so well. Oh, and he gets the 2 damage. Walk up. Dread Dragon. Very strong start for this round.
Getting Dragon Heart is always hype, since it's really hard to land it often.
Absolutely. Oh, unfortunate, takes 3 damage there because of her own Dragon Heart, and does take the KO. Was that chip damage? I believe that was chip damage.
Yeah, that was definitely. I think that was chip damage.
Oh, but Rookhugger. Oh, he misses, but no punish from Darkness. Doesn't punish the C. Oh, man. Darkness just whiffing a lot of his stuff. Will he get hit here? He will get hit. Only 1 damage, though. is rough. Darkness needs to get out of this corner and goes for the red dragon. It hits! The red dragon hits! Rookhugger walks into it.
Yep.
Oh, goes for the dragon heart twice. Unfortunate, and I am getting notifications for Battlefy right now. I need to turn those notifications off. I don't even know why they are on.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yes, go take your time, Daniel. All right, where is my notification settings? Why am I getting all these notifications? Well, that was a fantastic match, chat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Rookhugger showing that he is a very strong player, but Darkness doing very well as well. I mean, he definitely gave Rookhugger some trouble with his Geiger and his Jaina, almost taking a victory with his Jaina there. Nagutin is still active in losers. You need to resolve it. Yes, I will. Absolutely. Let me go check my Battlefy. If there is any issues, we will solve them. Nagutin isn't on. Yes, Nagutin is not on. I will report the score. Report that. You win. Resolve issue. You have been given the win.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I just gave one person the win as the one of the players is not in the game. I forgot to drop him, so that's all right. But no, that was a fantastic matchup against Rookhugger with Darkness. Darkness, I've played against Darkness. He is a very strong player. I think sometimes he does use his C with his Jaina a little bit too much. And I think that sometimes transitions over to his Geiger as well. As we saw, he actually lost because he used his Flash Gear, and he also lost because he used his Dragon Heart. So I think he needs to be a little bit careful on that. Rookhugger played very strong. I think the only issue was that sometimes he just kind of landed on some of the zoning abilities when he was playing Rook. But aside from that, very strong play indeed. So I believe we are in the top 8s now. Yes, we are in top 8 at the moment. So we have Seaweezy and Remy. So that will be a fantastic match. Let's get him in.
Okay. So look like they're in a battle, or in the menus for a battle.
I believe they're waiting for us since it's top 8. At Remy, you and Wheezy can start. I'm going to close my Battlefy so I don't get any notifications, because I don't want to hear any notifications while we watch the top 8 here. All right. Are they in a game? I believe we're just waiting for them to start.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and start my watch. I got so before the stream started, I decided to get some orange juice. Because that is the way you stay hydrated.
Looks like one of the players has already picked their characters.
All right. I'm just trying to get into the game at the moment. I have a black screen, unfortunately. Maybe I should restart. Gonna go ahead and restart.
Yeah, probably best.
Yeah. Ignore my anime girl background, chap. Ignore that. No reason. No reason I have that. You know, I watch it for the plot. Come on. All right, I'm pulling back up my game now. Oh, I dropped my controller. All right.
Merciful Hacker saying he got into a fender bender, so that was the reason he was late.
Oh, I see. I see. All right, yes, we do see the matchup now. So we have... Well, I do not know who has picked, but it is showing me that someone has picked. I do not know who it is, though.
I think Remy has picked.
Yeah, I think Remy plays Grave, Midori, and Geiger, correct?
Yes. Seaweezy, though, does play, like, every character.
That's true.
So.
Yes, if anyone does not know, Seaweezy is probably one of, if not the best players right now in the game. Extremely strong. But Remy, also a very, very strong player as well. I believe they are both Masters. I know that Seaweezy is. Is Remy Diamond or Master? I believe he's Masters, right?
Remy is Diamond.
He's Diamond, okay. Okay.
Yeah. He's about my level. which I'm also diamond. There are currently 6 masters, I think. There's Seaweezy, the Rook Hugger, Sentai, Organis,
And Serlin.
Neb, and Serlin.
Yes. All right.
I think that was 6.
ThyPirateKing, if you restart the game, you can probably get rid of the Midori and Geiger doing nothing. That's true. Did you have the Midori Geiger doing nothing in your spectating?
No, I don't think so.
It was quite a spectacle, should I say. It was. They were cheering us on, I suppose. All right, I believe we're just waiting for Seaweezy to confirm to start here. Seaweezy and Remy are good to go. Oh, well, at least Remy is.
Yep.
Hopefully they start here in a bit. Let me check the Discord. Let me see at Seaweezy. Good to start. We're ready whenever. All right. I think, okay, he was just waiting for the confirmation from us. If it makes sense.
Game 1.
All right, so the game has started. So Seaweezy with Rook, Arg, and Lum, and Remy with Geiger, Grave, and Midori, and it's a Geiger versus Lum here. So oh, unfortunate, lands on top of that. I have been desynchronized from my opponent, unfortunately.
Me as well.
All right, let me reconnect to them real fast. I almost went to Rook Hugger. All right, hopefully we don't miss too much here. So is your real name Daniel, or is that just your internet name?
It's an internet name.
Is it really? That's actually
Yep.
fantastic. Where is it from? Is it like from anything, or do you just like the name?
I just like the name.
Fair enough, fair enough. So it is still not letting me get in on this game. Hopefully it will. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so Wheezy got the first round. So I actually think that Lum might have the advantage here. And Seaweezy already took the second game perfectly. A perfect win.
Round 3.
Yep.
Fight. Just a moment.
Ooh, Remy with the time stop to get the punish on the throw.
Wow.
Very powerful.
Really hard to punish that.
Extremely hard. I'm sure, I don't know if he reacted to or guessed, but either way he got it, which is what's important.
You definitely have to guess on that.
Yeah,
because the throw recovers pretty fast.
See Wheezy just abusing the fact that he has his baby pandas out and using his roll just to get in on Remy. But he jumps in to Remy's attack, and now see Wheezy's on the defensive. Remy needs one more hit.
He could have probably gotten 3 off of that jump super.
Oh, absolutely, but Remy does take the win. See Wheezy, I think trying to roll under the Time Spire, but is not able to. Gets hit and loses that round. Okay, they trade, but Remy takes an extra hit. Tries to do a Flash Gear on Wake Up, gets 2 damage punished. You got to be careful with using Flash Gear on Wake Up. It can work, but if it fails, you take 2 damage, if not 3, depending on how they punish you. Goes for an Air Super. See if this works. Okay, forces Seaweezy back. He does get health, which is amazing. That's very powerful for Remy there.
Also gets to take care of that baby panda.
Absolutely, and he gets 2 throws, evening up the health here. Seaweezy taking it back. And he rolls under the Time Spire and gets 3 damage because of the dice. This is why Lum is so Lum can be so powerful, is that he can just do things like that, just randomly do 4 or 5 damage. It's absolutely absurd. But Remy also put up a very strong fight there.
Ooh, Seaweezy playing Argagard.
I don't think I've ever seen Seaweezy play Arg.
Yeah.
So this is.
I mean, he does play all the characters, but
that's true, and I have been desynced. Unfortunate. Lots of desyncs tonight. Hopefully we can get back in.
Yep.
Let's get on Remy here. I'm actually going to try and spectate. I mean, it's the same. Where is he? Oh, Seaweezy's not on my friends list, unfortunately. Let me send him. Well, I won't send him a friend request right now since he's in a match, but that Pirate King, you should post highlights of the tournament on YouTube. I might do that. Yeah, I was thinking about posting some highlights of the tournament on the YouTube. All right, so Seaweezy got the first game here. So I think that Arg actually has the better matchup here. I think Arg's zoning is a little bit more powerful than Grave zoning. But then again, Grave does has the wind summon, which is good. But Seaweezy not falling for it.
Grave using back wind. Pretty unusual, but I don't really play this matchup so much, so might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm neither an Arg nor... Oh, but Seaweezy just getting these punishes here. Remy just walking into the zoning. And he gets hit because of the push. The push from Remy's win actually got him lost there. It's unfortunate. Does get a punish there. That was a strong C, but he was out of range, unfortunately. Gets the jump in. Unfortunate for Remy. Now he's back in range. Tries to get the jump super, but Seaweezy is not falling for it. Goes for the C, and he gets it this time.
Yep.
Oh,
Big
but
fish.
I'm sorry, Remy, but you cannot
You lose.
out zone the fish. It will not die. I apologize, but he tried and he failed.
Have a fair
He tried to
we get close.
challenge the fish.
You never
The
challenge
fi-
the fish. You never.
The fish actually has three. It has 3 hits, or it's like a level 3 projectile.
Oh, so it can be beat
2
actually.
Yes. In fact, fun fact. So Geiger's jump super is level 4. So if you have the big fish and then then Geiger's super will win.
Oh wow, that's
So-
actually very good knowledge. I did not know that. That's actually very important. So you can
Yes.
beat Arg's fish with a with a jump super for Geiger.
Yep.
Very nice. I'm trying to
Although
get back
that's
in the game at the moment. I got kicked, unfortunately.
That said, if you don't do it low enough, then Arg can probably Arg has the long arm and can probably just punish Geiger by punching him from afar.
I see. Oh, so Remy got the first win here, actually. So this is right now, Rook generally has the advantage when Midori is not in dragon form, but Midori gets the advantage in dragon form, and he does not guess correctly here. So Remy has to guess right here or he loses. And he guessed right. Oh, but his parry ran out. Unfortunate
Yep.
for Remy there. He guessed right, but he did it at the wrong time. Goes under. So this is actually a very interesting matchup. So they're both grapplers. Midori has a bit more options, though, I think, against Rook. And here we go. Goes for
Yep,
the 2
I
damage. 3 damage.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't know when, but that can sometimes get 4 damage.
yes, you are right. But he goes for the command grab, which beats basically everything in Rook's kit. Goes for the cross-up.
Oh.
Oh, but he loses here because of the jump super from Seaweezy. Seaweezy showing yet again how strong of a player he is.
Also, Midori starts by losing dragon form, so.
This is true, yeah. Which is very unfortunate because he needs that dragon form to really abuse the fact that and Seaweezy just mixing Remy up. And he's dead. That's the game. That's the match. Oh man, Seaweezy with the mix-ups. He got Remy down 1 time that round, and Remy just could not get out. But Remy still has a chance. He is now in loser's bracket, so he will have a chance of getting back into the game. Or the final,
Yep.
should I say. Which will be quite interesting to watch. But that was a fantastic match. I think Remy played well. I think he just fell for a few too many things against Seaweezy in all of those matches, really. There were a few times where he could have gotten the win, and Seaweezy just brought it back with a few mix-ups or a few good well-timed supers. So let me add Seaweezy here just for the future. Arc took Lum, so has to be worst team. All right, let me see what the next match is here.
We have the Rook Hugger versus Sente.
Oh, do we? That will be a fantastic match. So all the master players are getting into the finals, it seems like, which is to be expected. So let's get on Sinte. Rookhugger and I are ready. All right, let me get into their game really quick.
Yep.
I will spectate Sinte. Try spectating Rookhugger if you can, so that we're both spectating two different people. Maybe that'll help with the disconnects.
Okay. Let's see. Rookhugger.
Team battle.
All right, ready whenever. Good luck.
Game 1.
All right, so they've already picked their heroes. They are ready to go, or characters, and they are ready to go. So we got Rookhugger on Geiger, Valerie, Grave, and Sinte on DeGray, Lum, and Midori. So this is a Grave or a Geiger versus Midori here. So Rookhugger has the advantage with character select here. Again, as I said previously, Sinte will have the advantage once he gets Dragon Form. Oh, but he gets the drop gear. Very powerful. Doesn't go for the 2 damage, though. And he gets the flash gear. Sinte just jumping in a little bit too early here. But he gets the throw. That's so powerful. And now Sinte, I think, gets the win here. Oh, he only gets 1 damage. Rookhugger has a chance. Uses his ground super to get out of the corner. Doesn't get punished. But he does get hit. Unfortunate for Rookhugger. He predicted and he reacted properly with his flash gear. But unfortunately, Dragon Form, just too powerful sometimes, will hit you. Does get 2 damage there. Flash gear does not beat Midori's command throw, unfortunate. Or at least his ground command throw.
Absolutely not. That said, jump really beats his command throw. So,
This is true.
well, if you know the right string.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Rookhugger, I don't know if he had time to block or not. I don't think he did. Unfortunate. So Sinte takes the first 2 games here. Which is actually... Oh, but he gets 2 damage there. So Rookhugger in a very powerful position here. Needs to stop jumping in. Predicts the throw. He gets it, but he gets hit as well. Unfortunate. And he gets the air. The air kick. People sometimes forget that Geiger has such long range when he attacks in the air. His leg is quite lengthy. Will he hit here? He doesn't hit, but he does stop the throw. This normal throw. This is a waiting game for Rookhugger. You just got to be patient. No jumping. Goes for the air super. And Sinte falls for it. Okay, it's a 2-2 here, Daniel. Who do you think's gonna get this? I'm rooting for Rookhugger here. I think Geiger just has such an advantage, especially since Dragon Form's gone. Sinte needs to just play for his super at the moment, but he keeps jumping in, and Rook, he needs 1 more hit. 1 more hit, even chip damage will get it. Will he get it? He should get it with this. This should be the game right here. I don't think, yes, this is the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Sinte. He got the first 2 games, but Rookhugger coming back for that round with his Geiger, playing patient, reading and reacting properly to Midori's advance. And Sinte just almost kind of jumped into a lot of his flash gears and his time spires. Unfortunate, but Sinte still has a chance here with Lum versus Valerie. I believe Valerie probably has the advantage here, if she can get in, that is.
Yep. And Sinte's playing the Band in China Lum.
Yes, or as some I've heard some people call it the Winnie the Pooh Lum, I believe.
Yep, that's specifically why it's banned in China.
Oh, I see. Well, Rookhugger gets that first win with the ground super. Oh, and gets the 2 damage. No, that was 3 damage there. So powerful. Valerie's air attacks are so extremely powerful. And goes for the Rainbow Disc and gets it, and that's the game. Rookhugger, just a monster right now with his Valerie. His air supers and ground supers are just punishing Sinte so well. Doesn't go for the cross-up, gets punished for it. Gets punished again. Will he go for a second throw? Or a third throw, I mean. Goes for the jackpot, but they both get hit. This is good for Rookhugger. Doesn't go for the cross-up and gets punished. Sinte just needs 1 more hit. Both need 1 more hit, and this is the game. That is unfortunate for Sinte. He's not respecting Valerie's ground super. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I spectated a few games in Rank Up Night, and people just do not respect Valerie's ground super. They just jump when she has it, and they get punished for it.
Round 1.
All right, so DeGray should have the advantage here. DeGray generally is good against zoners because his ghost can get around the projectiles.
The projectiles.
Goes for a throw.
There. Yeah. Ghost is level 2, so... Oh, fun fact. Ghost will actually Valerie's jump super because they're both level 2.
That's true. And apologies. Rook Hugger punishes with his ground super there.
Ooh.
Both just need one more hit. Who's going to get it? And Rook Hugger with the punish. Unfortunate for Sente. I don't think he expected that attack.
Yeah, he just whiffed his jump B, and that was it. That was enough for Rook to get
Walks into the sea. Sente needs to think of something here. He needs to somehow get in. Rook Hugger just zoning him out. And he gets punished. Goes for the attack, not recognizing that Rook Hugger has a ground super available. And I am desynchronized from the opponent. And I don't know if you got desynchronized.
I'm still in.
All right, who's winning?
So
Who won?
This is Grave won. So right now that they're in the... If Grave wins this one, then Rook Hugger will win the entire tournament.
All right, so Rook Hugger in a very strong position.
So DeGray on 2 health. So 2 health for his winner's life. 1 health now, and he gets a throw.
That's good. That's a good start.
And that's it. Rook Hugger punishes with a super, and 2 damage to a 1 damage or 1 health DeGray,
Oof.
and there we go. Rook Hugger
for
wins
Sente.
the match.
Unfortunate for Sente. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in for that last match, but Rook Hugger is indeed the victor. Sente played well, but I think he did too many unsafe things on all of the characters that he was playing. He kind of wasn't punishing properly, and he just was letting Rook Hugger punish him with almost everything he had. So that was unfortunate. But Sente now should be in the losers bracket, I believe, since this is still winners. So now the next match should be Seaweezy versus Rook Hugger, because Seaweezy defeated Remy, correct? Yeah, Seaweezy. I need to refresh my page. I've been telling you, you've been not refreshing, and now I'm not refreshing. Now neither of us know what the bracket is.
Let's see. So it would be Sente versus, or no,
The Rook Hugger
the Rook
versus
Hugger
Seaweezy.
versus Seaweezy.
This is true.
Winners bracket.
Yep.
Still some losers bracket matches to go.
Yes, I believe we will be watching.
few,
We will
so-
be watching the. Yeah, we'll be watching the round 8, the loser of C31, and then we will also watch Seaweezy versus Rook Hugger. So whoever wins in Seaweezy versus Rook Hugger will move on to grand finals, and then let's see. So Remy will play the loser of Seaweezy versus Rook Hugger. So this is some interesting matchups. All 3 of these players are extremely good. So we will get some very good matches here. Let me check the Discord real fast. Hoss was a no-show. Keep hearing about Hoss. Believe that he is already out though. Yes, Morpheus has already moved on. And then Morpheus. Oh, I see. Okay, let me report. So I believe Madness also could not join the tournament, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I will report the score for Madness winning because Hoss is also not available, I believe. So we'll actually report Hoss as winning here. And then I will give... Let me go back. Sorry, chat, just fixing some of the matches real fast with the no-shows. So Morpheus is still here, so we'll give the match to Morpheus. So Morpheus has won. at Morpheus, you have been given your win.
So I guess the next match we could stream Morpheus versus Chase.
Morpheus versus... Oh, geez, yes, we could. Are they available? Actually, I think that we should probably wait. I think we should do the Seaweezy versus Rookhugger once they report their match.
Okay.
Because those are the winners bracket.
Yeah.
Rookhugger still has not reported his match. I'm going to go ahead and do that for him. Rookhugger did beat Sinte, so Rookhugger has won. Okay.
So
Rookhugger versus
I
Seaweezy.
spectate Seaweezy and you spectate Rookhugger.
Sounds good to me. Oh, I am getting notifications. One moment. Okay. Alright, let me message them real fast. At Rookhugger. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Remy. Is it Remy versus Seaweezy, correct? No, it's Rookhugger. It is Rookhugger versus Seaweezy.
Yep.
Seaweezy. You two are up. We are ready for your match. Okay, let me check the brackets real quick to make sure everything's good to go. So Cheese and Morpheus are playing, and then the winner of that will play Sinte, and then Darkness, Mr. MKL, and Phoebe, I believe, are still playing. So Darkness will put that in the room. So we're getting close to the end of the tournament, actually. We're getting there. It's been quite interesting so far how these matches have gone.
Yep.
Are they in a game now? They are in a game. Let me hop into Rookhugger very quick.
Yep, they just started. Argagarg versus Grave. Let's see. So, the Rookhugger starts it out with a wind.
An interesting start, to say the least.
Yep. And Rookhugger's got Seaweezy in the corner. But Seaweezy gets his gets out with, out, and Seaweezy blocks Grave's super, so then
should
gets
get
the
quite
punish.
a good punish there. Yeah, you have to be very careful with Grave's super, especially his ground super, because if it gets blocked, you just get entirely punished, extremely punished. All right, I am in the game now. Here we go.
Round
Okay.
2.
All right, so Rookhugger did take the first win against Seaweezy.
Yep.
Oh, and he gets the first hit. Oh, and gets the C. You have to be very careful with that, but if you use it effectively, you can get some serious good damage in punishing. Goes for a super. Doesn't get it.
But
Gets punished with a throw. Tries to kick, but the bluefish gets him.
Yep.
Has to just block all of that. Takes chip damage. Oh, gets a hit. That's very strong for Rookhugger here. Oh, goes for the C. Doesn't get it. Gets punished. Seaweezy should have this here. This should be the win with the chip damage. Unfortunate for Rookhugger only having 1 health there. So it's 1-1.
He maybe could have tried to use C to get through some of that, but still probably would have gotten punished.
Yes, it would. I think it may have been possible, but I think that the fish would have lasted for enough frames to hit him. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Definitely something you can try, but not necessarily possible.
Yes, and this is extremely bad for Rookhugger. He's purple.
Yeah.
He's poisoned. This is bad. He's got to get a hit. He's got to get a hit, and he gets a hit. He's still in this. Can he pull it back? He's not going to pull it back. I believe Seaweezy with the pop. As I was thinking to myself, yes, Seaweezy up 2. Rookhugger needs to figure out how to deal with this zoning, deal with this pressure. He needs to get in. He's got to get in and pressure Arg here. And he does. He gets a hit there.
Is at a good spacing in the corner.
Very powerful C.
Great C.
He's getting this zone. He's getting this pressure here. But he's going to get pushed back. He's got to get back in now. And he goes for a super again. I don't think he's going to get it.
But Throws him out and back at range.
Goes for the wind summons, but still gets poisoned. Needs one more hit. One more hit. Can he do it? And he does.
Yep. One more hit, one more chip.
One more chip. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gets it. Seaweezy trying to jump in, but failing at it. Oh, and he gets the counter, actually. Rookhugger got the hit there. That's very... Oh, and he gets a second hit.
Yeah.
Rookhugger in a very strong position right now.
The fish would have won, but the cloud hit Arc before the cloud hit the fish.
This is true, yeah. Oh, Rookhugger was doing so well, but he keeps falling for all of these zoning. He should take a chip damage here. He's got to think of something. Luckily for him, the bluefish does not do actual damage. Oh, he goes for the air super! The read on Seaweezy and takes the first game. What a first game, Daniel. What a read from Rookhugger. Very impressive. Well played to him. But Seaweezy is not out of this yet, and we have a Lum versus Geiger. Rookhugger on Geiger, Seaweezy on Lum. Let's see what happens. Goes for a 4-day, gets punished. I have been desynchronized from the opponent.
Okay, so currently they're basically trying to outzone each other.
As should be expected in the Lum versus Geiger match.
Yes. And Geiger uses his time stop to get behind Lum and flash gears him out of the air. Although he did end up trading with Mini Lum because of it.
Mm-hmm. I do think that
So-
Geiger does need to get in against Lum though, right? Because if he doesn't get in against Lum, Lum can just keep throwing out items, and if you allow Lum to throw out items, then it's very unfortunate. So Seaweezy doesn't get the first win. Rookhugger gets the first hit. He gets a health back. Whenever someone tries to go for a drop dart, gets punished.
Yes.
Trades there. Gets hit by the firework. You never want to get hit by the firework, but I think Rookhugger gets the punish here.
I don't think he does. That, as you can see, they both were kind of in that Yomi stare down.
Yeah, you are right. You are right there. Goes for the flash gear. Gets a health here too if he backs up.
He probably could have gotten a low punch after that flash gear since Lum was in the corner.
Yeah, that's true. So far, what a game. Rookhugger up 1. Seaweezy up 1 as well. Gets the flash gear, but gets blown up at the same time. Unfortunate. You have to be so careful against Lum. Even if you think you punish him, sometimes you don't. Goes for a flash gear, gets skill coined. Lum just getting all of his super back. Both of them have super.
And the Mini Lum army starts.
And I think Rookhugger is in a very tough position. Unfortunate,
At
two
that
mini
point,
Lums.
you have to try and fit. It's hard to get rid. Like at the point where there's 3 Mini Lums, you got to try and hope that you get an opportunity to time stop behind all the Lums.
This is true, yeah. He gets the punish with his flash gear there, but unfortunately Lum's he gets a rook.
Yeah.
This is very bad. This is bad
Yeah.
for Rookhugger here. He's got to figure something out.
Although Mini Rook is actually the gear will pass above Mini Lums, but will actually hit Rook.
Yeah,
Mini Rook.
we actually just saw that he actually destroyed the rook with his time star, but I believe that that was not chip. Was that chip damage? I do not think it was.
I think that was just
Was it chip?
plain
Okay.
damage.
That was plain damage. Okay, that's what I think it was as well. So seems like Seaweezy gets the first win with his Lum. So we're getting a Valerie versus a Rook. So I've heard that a Valerie, if you know how to play Valerie properly, apparently it's a very good matchup versus Rook. But we will see. I've been desynchronized. Also, Rook does, as his name would imply, the Rookhugger, he does know how to play Rook extremely well, so he probably knows his weaknesses as well. I'm going to try and get back in this game.
Yes. In fact, that's probably why one of Rookhugger's characters isn't Rook in this particular thing,
That's
given
true.
that Seaweezy is one of the best players out there.
True. Goes for a Chromatic Aura, but unfortunately for him, Seaweezy's Rook's ground super beats that, and he gets crossed up.
Yep. Actually, both of so not even his ground super, his command grab, his C beats that.
Oh, Rook Hugger is in a good spot here, though. Needs one more hit. He's got to guess right or he loses here. He guesses right, but he does, unfortunately, not get out of that. So, Seaweezy is up 2 games in this match now. Unfortunate for Rook Hugger. I did see a bit of support for Rook Hugger in the chat, so let's see if he can pull out a win here. He did get his first win against Arg, so maybe he knows this matchup fairly effectively. So we'll see if he can get a win here. So Valerie's playing here. She needs to get in. She has to get in. She can't let him zone him, and she gets in. He's got to keep the pressure up. Keeps the pressure up. Oh, he spaced it just right. I did not think he was in range there.
By the way, Seaweezy normally at tournaments plays Grave, Jaina, and Geiger.
Oh, so he's switching it up.
And, yeah. I believe last tournament he did Setsuki for his 3rd character, but in lieu of Jaina.
I see.
Partially because of lag.
Oh, I see. That's true. Sometimes the online tournaments you do have to think about the lag. But Rook Hugger does get the first win here, or the first 2, should I say? So it seems like Rook Hugger was really confident in this matchup. Does not let Seaweezy get him that time. Goes for a Rainbow Disc, and it hits Seaweezy. All Rook Hugger has to do is do a Cyan Magenta, and he gets the win. Rook Hugger seems extremely confident in this ARG matchup. As they say in the 3v3, you're only as strong as your weakest character, and it seems like ARG is indeed Seaweezy's weakest character. Rook Hugger hoping to abuse that fact with the Geiger here. So the matchup here, Rook Hugger is most likely hoping to just build up his super and then punish a Bluefish or the poison or the wave.
Yep.
He gets poisoned. That's really bad. Rook Hugger did not want to get poisoned here. He's being forced to probably go in now. Fortunately, he's poisoned again. He's got to get a hit in or he's going to lose. Can he get in time? He does. He gets a counter. And he does have his super. He does have his super. And I've been desynced.
And Seaweezy just doing forward A.
Baiting a response.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get back in. I just got desynced again.
So Seaweezy still doing tons of forward A's, but does put in a jump fish. Ooh, so Seaweezy did the purple fish, and I got desynced as well.
Was Rook still alive?
Rook? Oh, Rook Hugger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was still alive. All right. I'm trying to get back in. It's saying waiting for the next game. Let me stop watching and then retry.
In fact, the last thing I saw was Geiger time stopping in, and then R going for a throw, but Geiger had already jumped before that.
I see. Well, hopefully we can get back in. This is a very, very important match. It's the last the last round. All right, so Rook Hugger just took the win, so it's 1-1 right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Seaweezy got the win there. So now Rook Hugger is poisoned. This is bad. Okay. They're both at even health right now. This is good for Rook Hugger. He's just trying to keep it as even as possible.
Yep.
Even again, they keep trading.
Geiger trying to either keep at full.
Oh, and he gets the punish with the ground super. This should be 2 damage. This is so big for Rook Hugger. Oh! But Seaweezy with his own super in response. Unfortunate for Rook Hugger. He must have forgot about that. I forgot about it as well, but he does get... He almost gets the damage, but he was out of range for the 3 damage combo. I apologize for interrupting you, Daniel. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I believe the Rook Hugger thought he had that punish, and in fact, I thought he did too.
I did as well.
But apparently, he was farther in the rushing river than we thought.
Sure, and Rook Hugger almost had the 3 damage punish, but unfortunately, he was out of range with his flash gear, and he got killed for it. All right. Oh, and just in range for the forward A. Rook Hugger is taken down by Seaweezy's ARG. He started out so well, but he wasn't able to deal with the zoning in that last round, and he couldn't lose. Unfortunate for Rook Hugger, but Rook Hugger is now in loser's bracket, so he still has a chance to perhaps face Seaweezy in the finals. Good job, Seaweezy. He is, again, showing that he is one of the best players in the game at the moment. But Rook Hugger, hopefully, will get his rematch in the finals. We will see.
Okay. Let's look in, well, let's refresh. And then let's look in losers brackets.
Yes, do we have a game that we can spectate in there?
Let's see. So...
I believe Rook Hugger will have a match against Remy, actually. Let me check the Discord real fast.
No, well... I see Sente versus Cheese. But... I just refreshed and it doesn't look like, well, actually, hold on. It doesn't look like, Mr. MKL and Phoebe have had their match yet.
Alright, let's check on Sente and Cheese. Have they played?
I don't... Let me look and see if they're currently playing.
Yeah, check that real fast.
Nope.
Okay, no, Mr. MK11 and Fubu are actually waiting for us to spectate, so we can spectate their game, I suppose. We can spectate some of the losers bracket.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, he's taking his dog out, but we should, I'm just gonna tell them to go ahead and start. Go ahead and start when ready, Fubu. Let's see, we have Sente and Remy, correct? No, Sente and Cheese.
Yes.
Sente and Cheese. Are you two ready? They're the higher in the losers bracket, so we can spectate them first. All right, let's go ahead and begin to Sente's game real fast.
Waiting for them to get in the match.
Go ahead and start. Sente. All right. Oh, he is in a match. Let me watch that real fast.
Team battle.
All right, so we have, I believe Sente is the Satsuki, Lum, and Midori. And then Cheese is the Midori, Lum, and DeGray. Oh, I'm sorry. That is backwards. Apologies. Opposite of that.
Round one.
To Lum, DeGray, and Midori for Sente.
And I have been desynced at the beginning of the match, unfortunately.
I haven't gotten in yet, so...
I'm going to try and get back in. It was Lum versus Midori, though, so we will see how that goes.
Yeah.
Morpheus says that he's out of the tournament, but it was fun. Well, I'm glad that you had fun, Morpheus. Hopefully you learned some things, and hopefully you enjoyed the tournament and everything. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of the tournament stream. But we are back in. So Cheese got the first round against Sente. So I've actually never seen Cheese before. Have you played against him ever or seen him in tournaments or anything like that?
He was in, I believe, 2 tournaments ago. In fact, that's how I know that I can call him Cheese, is because he said, "Oh yeah, just call me Cheese on stream or on the stream."
I see.
So.
Well, it does seem like Sente does take the second game in the second round. He's able to get and he gets 3 damage off the bat, and he still has Dragon Form. And he gets another 3 damage. He gets 2 3 damage combos in a row. Sente, just a monster with his Dragon Form.
Yeah,
Cheese needs to play safe.
You don't jump against Midori.
This is so true. And unfortunately, Cheese rolls into his own bomb there. Doesn't even get the health. Sente gets the health. Doesn't get the health again. Cheese is rolling too much, and he gets punished for it. Sente taking the first game in the match. Or the first game in, the match. Yeah, it's the 3v3. So, takes the first game. Unfortunate for Cheese. He started off very strong, but Sente saying, "You're not going to take this game off of me." Sorry, what?
Oh, it looks like we'll eventually get to see Midori Lum from the other side.
This is
or
true.
with them switch.
That's true. We'll see see who's the better Midori and Lum.
I believe Sente started with Grave, so this is... I believe DeGray is his strongest character.
Okay, so it's his best. So he should hope. So he's probably hoping to. I mean, I guess if he loses, it might even be beneficial because then he would use DeGray in the last. But he's probably just wanting to go ahead and get a win here. Sometimes the mental game is very important in a tournament. Goes for an air super. Doesn't get it. Gets punished. 2 damage. Satsuki, or Cheese, hasn't even taken a point of damage yet. Takes a point there. I am desynced from the opponent. Let me know who wins that round.
I'm also distinct, so.
Okay, so we both got desynced at the same time. Let me get back in on Sinte.
We should try and stay out of the kitchen. We keep on getting desynced.
Oh my god. Okay. Out. No more commentating for you. All right, so we Sinte does seem that he was able to pull that game back. He got the win. Oh, and he gets punished. She's at 1 health right now. Sinte at 4, but 1's blinking. Now he's at 3 to 1 health. Sinte is at 1. Cheese is at 1. Who's going to get it? Goes for a throw. Doesn't get the throw. Doesn't get punished, but he does get the punish after the air super from Sinte with a ground B. Oh, and gets 2 damage punished. Very bad for Cheese, especially on Satsuki. But he gets a 3 damage. Oh, he doesn't get the combo. Cheese having to guess here. And he gets the Yomi counter. This is good for him. Can go for a safe jump. Goes for a throw. Can he get this? He has to keep the pressure up, but Sinte gets the air super punish on Cheese's jump in. Unfortunate for Cheese. Unfortunate. He needs to win all 3 of his games next. Are you still there, Daniel?
Yes.
All right, just checking. All right, so as you said, it's the switch up, and Sinte here with the Winnie the Pooh skin.
Yep. Oops, desync.
Oh, you got desync? All right, so right now, Lum has his baby panda out and also got some super meter. Cheese is getting in, though, with these jump-in A's. Gets punished for one of his jump-in missing. Goes for a melon. Goes for a throw, but misses the throw. Goes for dragon form. Goes for a jump-in and gets punished for, or I'm sorry, not a jump-in, but a jump throw. Gets punished for it. Unfortunate for Cheese there. But gets 3 damage. Oh, does not get the 3 damage combo. Only gets 2, but gets 2 again. Just needs to get 2 more. Too far away. Too reactable. Has to go in for that a little bit closer if he wants to get it. Loses his dragon form. Gets hit by the baby panda. Sinte in a very strong position here. Gets 2 damage. Pulling this back. And the baby panda landing on that. Unfortunate for Cheese. Cheese just not able to get in on Sinte effectively here. Does get 2 damage. Goes for a C. Or, I'm sorry, a B. Gus needs to watch out for the fireworks. Does get 2 damage, though. I think that's worth it. Lands on the baby panda. He keeps getting hit by these baby pandas. And he goes for a normal command throw, but he doesn't. He's not in range. And he takes damage from the baby panda and then from Lum. Unfortunately, Cheese has lost this match, and this is losers bracket. So he is out of the tournament, but he played well. I think he just got a little bit... He didn't punish properly a few times, and he sometimes went in a bit too often. But a good match nonetheless. Sinte moves forward in losers bracket.
Yep.
So I believe right now it's quite interesting. Sinte and Rookhugger have both lost against Seaweezy, and I believe if they continue to do this, they're going to be playing.
Yeah. Let me refresh the page.
I will do the same. So far, a great tournament. We've been seeing a lot of great plays. I still have chills from I believe it was it Remy? I believe it was Remy or Rookhugger I think it was Remy who did the jump in super with Grave against Seaweezy's ARG to get the last 2 damage. Still having chills from that. Very, very good play.
Probably Rookhugger, since I don't think Remy actually has played Seaweezy yet.
Okay, it would have been Rookhugger then. Very good play, though, nonetheless. All right, who do we have next? So we have Sinte and Cheese have finished their match. Sinte got the win, so I'm going to go ahead and report that for them. Because I have the power, as He-Man would say. It feels good to be an admin, right? No. All right, so we have so Sente. Okay, so Rook Hugger will be the last in the losers bracket since he won right before grand finals. So we are just waiting. Okay, so we can actually spectate all of these next games actually. So we can do Mr. MKL's and Phoebe's game.
I think they just finished.
Did
but...
they just finish? Let me check. MKL, are you two finished? If so, who won? But great matches so far today. Great matches indeed.
Oh, it looks like they're still playing in Fantasy Strike, so I'll see.
All right, we can get in on their game then. Actually, we might catch the last part of it, but we'll check it out nonetheless.
Yeah, they were 2-2 before, but they got like disconnected, so they're playing to that point. So you may see kind of throwing a match in order to get back to where they were.
I see. I'm actually going to message Remy here because I believe he doesn't have a match for a few rounds. See if he wants to get in on the commentating with us. Get a third one here. Yeah, he's a great player and he's in the tournament, so we can maybe get some perspective. Actually, I think it'd be fun to get his perspective on maybe some of his matches. Let me see if I can give him a message real quick. Hey, want to hop on the tournament stream?
Ooh. Yeah, sure. Let's... What? No.
Alright, I sent Remy an old message, see if he's interested. So see, Wheezy right now is the one in the grand finals, so good for him. All he's got to do is win one game. Well, one full match, but...
Yep. Against either Rook Hugger, Sente, Remy, Darkness, or Mr. MKL or Phoebe.
Alright, so it seems
Since
that
they're all in a line.
Alright, so apparently Remy is streaming at the moment, so I don't know if he's going to hop on with us. I can maybe convince him. Let me tell him real fast. You can be on.
Ah, here it is. No. Trying to find the add to call thing on Discord. It's possible since you started the call that I might not be able to add him.
Who are you trying to add? I'm sorry. Oh, Remy. Yeah,
Remy.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Remy said he'll jump in once he's out. All right, sounds good.
Alright.
That makes sense. He's still in the tournament, so I understand. Maybe he doesn't want to get distracted with talking to us plebs over here. All right, Mr. MKL, and they are in their they're doing their match now. So let me see if I can hop in real fast.
Yep.
All right, so Phoebe is actually a bronze player, and Mr. MKL is a silver player. So this will be an interesting match. We can maybe see some lower ranked play. You know, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. You know, because hell, I just got to gold, so.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously the best player in the world.
I don't remember. Phoebe, I don't know if Phoebe's the last ranked reset, so.
That's true. Yeah, I have played against Phoebe. He's definitely a good player. And he has taken 2 games so far against Mr. MKL, and they're in their last match right now. So whoever wins this will take it. Phoebe just needs one more hit. Misses with his C, and he gets 2 damage combo. Mr. MKL saying no. Oh, Phoebe is a girl. Oh, someone corrected me. Phoebe is apparently a girl. I apologize. I did not know. So she needs one more hit here. I know that there are a few girls actually in the Fantasy Strike community that I've met so far.
Yep.
So always good to see. I apologize. What?
one good female player, Tadazi, you probably haven't met yet, but when you do, you'll probably get wrecked by her Satsuki.
I'm sure I will.
So, look forward to that.
Oh, and gets punished. All right, so both MKL and Phoebe are 2-2 right now on their last match. Or last game, should I say. Who's going to win?
Match point.
Match point indeed. Goes for the Rain of Fire. Doesn't get the punish, but trades. Oh, but jumps backwards into the fire.
We'll see if we get to
Oh, and
last
Mr.
match.
MKL with the punish against Phoebe. Well played from Phoebe and Mr. MKL. Unfortunately, Phoebe was not able to bring it out there. Well played from both of you, though. Phoebe and Mr. MKL did very well.
Sorry, I have a little bug. The names displayed on there is Garcia 1000 and BT Phone, who I'm not sure I've ever even played before.
Well,
So-
nonetheless, well played from Phoebe and Mr. MKL. And it is good to know. I'm happy to know, though, that there are some female gamers, though, in the Fantasy Strike community. Oh, I forgot to bring back my thing to the full screen for that match. I apologize. Are you still there, Daniel?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Seems like my stream is being a little awkward. Hopefully it's still running. Let me check real fast. It's loading.
So next is Mr. MKL
And
versus
Darkness.
Yep, Darkness.
All right. Have they already reported their match, the Phoebe and Mr. MKL? Oh, they have. All right, cool. So we can get into Darkness's game. Tadazi is a really good player. I love playing against her. Oh, Tadazi is another female player. Wow, there's actually... That's a third one. That I know that. I think it's Fluffiest is a female player. Tadazi is a female player. And Phoebe is a female player, I believe. Those are the ones that I've met so far.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see if we can get into Darkness's game here.
Yeah.
All right, let me message
And when I
them.
don't know, I generally default to the what the character they're playing is. So
Fair enough, fair enough.
sometimes when C Weezy is playing Jaina, I'll say she just needs one more hit.
Mhm.
So
Yep. All right, so Darkness says that he's ready whenever Mr. MKL is, so we are just waiting for that to start up. But as I was
Yep.
saying, I love it when there are a lot of female players in the fighting game community because I think that there's a bit of an underrepresentation. So to see really good female players is always good to see, you know?
yep.
Okay, I believe we're just waiting for them to start their match here. Then we should be good to go. So fantastic game so far, though. That last match was also that last round that I caught at least was very well played. Phoebe and Mr. MKL both did very well. Unfortunately, Phoebe just got punished at the end with 3 damage from a jump in, but almost took the game as well. Very well played from Mr. MKL bringing it back. So
Looks like their match has started.
has it started? All right, let me do a spectate here on Mr. MKL.
Okay.
Hopefully we can see a good
I'll
game here.
switch over to Darkness.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, I have played both. I've played against both Mr. MKL and Darkness. I actually think my game that got me into gold was against Mr. MKL. So thank you, Mr. MKL, for the win there for me. But I do think Mr. MKL is a fantastic player. He definitely knows what he's doing, and so is Darkness. They both do know what they're doing, so it'll be an interesting match among them. I believe they are both in silver. No, Darkness is in gold, actually. Darkness is gold D, and Mr. MKL is silver E.
Yep.
So, oh, and I failed to connect to Darkness. Let me try again here. Hopefully we can get in on this game.
Mr. M, I'm really good rook taking the first 2 rounds from Darkness.
Oh, and I am in now. Fantastic.
Round 3.
Okay, yeah, so Mr. MKL did get the first 2 wins, as you said. So this is a good matchup for Darkness. Darkness just needing to use his zoning abilities. Don't want to get too close to Rook. Punish that. Yes, and he does. Nice. Mr. MKL needs to be careful with those vines because Darkness can punish that. Oh, a very good jump aerial. Yes, if you time the jump attack. Oh, and Darkness gets in here with the 2 damage from the arrow and then from the jump in on the command throw. It's a bit laggy for me, but we are getting the game, luckily. Doesn't punish the vines. Darkness does need to remember that you can indeed punish the vines. If you block vines, you can sometimes punish with a forward A, but you can always punish with a back A with Jaina. Oh, and charges it up.
Oh, didn't know that.
Well, I guess it does depend on the range, of course. I mean, if they are across the screen, you won't be able to. But
Yeah.
yes, back A should punish. I think back A punishes vines at least.
If Vines whiffs, you can always punish for sure.
Yes, yeah. I don't think it. Yeah, I apologize. I don't think it punishes on block. Oh, goes for a Dragon Heart, but gets punished for it. You have to be so careful using Dragon Heart as Jaina, especially against characters like Rook when they are going to be expecting you to use your reversals.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Fluffiest, yes. Risky Dragon Heart there indeed. Absolutely.
You haven't practiced enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say something I have noticed about Darkness. He does sometimes use a lot of his reversals, sometimes a little too much. So I think if he can just not use them too much, then he should have a good time here. Unfortunately, I got desynchronized. I'm so sorry, chat. My desyncs are not my fault. My internet is quite good, but sometimes you just get desynced. It does prefer the player than the spectator, which is a good thing. You want to prefer the player in online matches.
Yeah, it just hated my pun so much it's been acting up.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, your pun has ruined our spectation or our spectating.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll make more.
as is to be expected from the commentators of fighting games. Puns are very important.
Yep. And as a mathematician, puns are very important. Oh, I'm in the game.
Yes, as am I.
So, Mr. MLK has gotten a round with Grave against Geiger.
Oh, and he gets the Yomi counter, the jumping Yomi counter. What a play from Darkness.
Yep.
Oh, the cross up 3 damage. Unfortunate. Oh, he gets the punish there. Good. Oh, he gets the flash gear. That's very good.
Yes.
Oh, but he goes for a flash gear. Again, the unsafe flash gear wasn't even in range for the block. Mr. MKL gets the punish. So Mr. MKL in a pretty good spot here. Just needs one more win to get this round. Oh, and this should be a punish. I believe it should be 2 damage if he goes for it. Very strong punish from Mr. MKL. I mean, from Darkness. Apologies. Oh. Mr. MKL goes for a jump, unfortunately. Oh, okay. He goes for the throw.
Yep.
And goes for the jump kick. Mr. MKL tries to jump in, but gets kicked in the face, as will happen if you try and jump in against Geiger.
Yeah. Geiger, when jumping, has to decide whether he's kick early or kick late. Kicking early will often win air-to-airs, but won't actually hit them on the ground if they just stay. So they can often punish.
Oh, and he gets punished here with 2 damage from from Mr. MKL's ground super. Very good pause, but does get punished. Oh, and he walks into it. Unfortunate for Darkness. So I think something that Darkness was not doing effectively there was something that you have to know about Grave is that when he shoots his fast zone ability, his fast projectile, if you jump in as Geiger, you can get a 2 damage punish if you kick them. You just have to be careful because if they do the short range projectile, then you'll get hit.
Yeah.
Goes for a forward A. Ooh, gets reversaled there. Goes for it again, but this time gets 2 damage to the face. Can't punish. He's out of range. Should get the punish here. Wow. Mr. MKL just going for these punishes. And Darkness. Oh. Wow. Well played from Mr. MKL. Gets the punish on Darkness's C. Or his super, I mean. Goes for his own super here. Mr. MKL just keeping up the pressure here with a very strong Dragon Heart. Darkness gets the C, luckily. Darkness in a good position here, but takes 3 damage. This is anyone's game right now. Goes for the C, but gets punished. Darkness still going too many times for the C there. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Gets punished, 2 damage. Mr. MKL starting off strong. Darkness getting the 2. Oh, only the 1 damage punish. Gets a cross up. Does not block. Mr. MKL in a very good position here. Keeps going for C's. Needs to stop doing that. He's out of range. Gets a counter. This is anyone's game. It's 1-1 right now. Whoever gets the next hit wins. Mr. MKL gets the next hit and wins the match. Unfortunate for Darkness. Went for a little too many C's there with both Geiger and Grave. Unfortunate for him, but still played well nonetheless. Still played well nonetheless. So good job for Mr. MKL and Darkness. Both of you played very well.
Yeah.
MKL moves on, and I believe he is playing Remy. So he is playing Remy, yes. So let me go ahead and report this for them.
Yeah. By the way, Darkness is an EU player. We don't know exactly where from. All we know is that it's a dark location. Our theory is that he lives in the ocean, or like underneath the ocean.
Oh, Darkness?
Because he
it's
keeps
so
on
dark.
going for. He keeps on going to sea.
He keeps on going to see what? I'm sorry, you broke up there.
He keeps on going to C, specifically the button C, because that's the reversal button.
Yeah, I see your joke. I see what you did. I understand what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing, but I understand what you're doing. Oh man. All right, so we have Remy versus Mr. MKL here. So whoever wins this will go against Sente. So Rook Hugger and Sente are still waiting for to see when they get their match. So MKL and Remy ready whenever.
No. Do you want to spectate Remy or Mr. MKL?
I'll spectate Remy.
Okay. So they're probably getting into a match now.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting on probably friend requests, perhaps. Something of that nature. So everyone, hopefully you're enjoying the old tournament. I know that we've been getting disconnected a few times, but hopefully you've been enjoying the game so far. If you're interested, I should be running some more tournaments after. I was planning on doing a launch tournament as well, but I believe that Leontis and Serlin, they're running like an official Fantasy Strike tournament for launch, which makes sense. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely join up that. Leontis is probably going to be spectating that, but I'm gonna try and run tournaments after launch as well. So watch out for those if you're interested. I don't know if all of them will have actual prizes, but I might try and throw in a few dollars here and there, get some hype for the game. Sente says, I see what you guys are... Oh, I see what you guys are doing with the C. so Darkness in the chat says, I see what you're doing with, like, the actual C, if you see what he's doing there. Do you see what he's doing there? Do you see what Darkness is doing there? I see what he's doing there.
Yeah. Yeah. If we keep on making this pun too much, he might become Karkness.
Oh my god. Yeah, I see what you did there, okay? Oh.
Let's see. That was unintentional. So, Mr. MKL, it looks like they've started.
All right, let me hop in. Oh, I just hopped into Mr. MKL's, but oh well.
Yep.
Game 1.
All right, so game 1, we get the first game here, which is fantastic. Oh, someone says seems legit. Seems legit indeed, Hyper. All right, let's get this game going. And I failed to connect to Remy. Let me stop my spectation. Oh, I think I might be in a glitch right now. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart my Fantasy Strike, unfortunately.
Yep. I got a disconnect, but still in Fantasy Strike. So, once it comes up, I will commentate the match.
All right, sounds good. Watch out! I think Fluffiest Princess is Crius or Curious? See, Crius. All right, let me hop in. Who are you spectating? Are you spectating Remy or MKL?
I'm spectating MKL.
Okay, I'll go to Remy then. Fanta C strike. Someone says Hypergrav says. Oh, serious. Fluffiest Princess is serious with a C. Chat, you are all fantastic. I'm gonna put that on stream real fast. Let me go back into the chat real fast. All right, so we are in the game now. So we have a C meme or a pun going on. Okay, so Remy gets the first 2 games against Mr. MKL. So Mr. MKL should have the advantage here with Jaina. Gets the zoning. Gets a parry.
Yeah.
Gets a reversal.
Dan must have.
Oh,
Ooh.
Mr. MKL gets 3
3
damage.
Yeah.
Remy in a bad position here. And he gets hit,
Yeah.
whiffing his throw. Unfortunately for Remy, but he's still in the lead right now. And he has Dragon for him, and Mr. MKL has jumped, so he gets punished. Oh, he gets the hit there. Oh, and he gets 2 damage. Remy just falling for all of Mr. MKL's zoning.
Yep.
Goes for a jump C. Goes for a ground B.
Counters.
Oh, and he goes for the throw, but gets punished. And he jumps and gets punished again. You have to be so careful against Midori, because anything you do, he can punish. If you jump, he punishes. If you stand there, he punishes. It's rough. So, Remy takes the first victory here.
Let the test begin.
The chat must, a dam must have broke because the chat is flooded with the sea.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, with that pun, let's move on to this next game. So Mr. MKL with his Grave and Remy with Geiger. So I believe Geiger has the advantage here. And as I say that, we have gotten disconnected from the match.
I'm still in.
Okay, that's good.
Grave is 2 HP down. And Geiger is 1 HP down. So Remy winning currently. Geiger does a time stop while Grave was jumping, so doesn't get a punish though. But
I wish
Geiger wins the first round.
So Daniel, I really wish that I could see this match. All right, we're in now.
Yep.
All right, so Remy
Starts off with a throw.
I don't see that much from Geiger. I don't see Geiger do a throw much. Gets another throw.
Yeah.
Mr. MKL in a bad position here. He needs to figure something
Higher
out.
level matches.
Mr. MKL needs to be careful using his projectiles, and that's why not only could have Remy used his super to punish the projectile, he can also do that jump in like I was talking about before.
In high level matches, you'll actually see Geiger throwing Rook or like Midori are about to throw him.
Oh,
and,
really?
Or actually, hold on. They're like they kind of like bait his flash gear, but they're close enough that the Geiger can just throw them while they're trying to block the flash gear.
So Mr. MKL actually was doing very well, but he should get killed here with this air super from Remy. Oh, he doesn't! He gets the punish! Oh! I did not expect that. Mr. MKL was able to go under the air super from Remy, and he was able to kill Remy with his super. Very powerful play from Mr. MKL, bringing this game back. Mr. MKL using too many of his Cs. Okay, trades there. Goes for another C, not in range. And he gets punished with a flash gear after the jump in. Mr. MKL is down 2 games now. Mr. MKL really does need to figure out what his plan is here, because right now Remy is just reading him on everything. So now we're getting Mr. MKL's Rook versus Remy's Grave. This is probably a very bad matchup for Mr. MKL. Grave can just zone out Mr. MKL this entire game, and we have been disconnected from the game yet again.
Okay.
I'm going to try and reconnect to Remy.
Remy doing a really good job zoning out Rook. Rook at 1 health, hadn't got a damage. Got the forward punish, but no. I say Rook at 1 health is a dead Rook.
Yes, Rook at 1 health is generally a dead Rook unless they get very lucky and get some really serious reads.
Yeah. Or the other player happens to be really low already.
That's true.
But
also, Mr. MKL
once
gets
you're at
in
one
with the
health-
binds.
Punish.
Oh, absolutely. Big punish. You have to be so careful as Rook against any character that has a reversal, whether it be a super reversal or otherwise. Wow, that win really stopping Mr. MKL from being able to get in with his B. Goes for an Earthquake, able to get him, but still gets hit. Remy just not letting Mr. MKL get in. Goes for a, oh yes, your command grab doesn't work, but he is able to get a command grab after the super. The whiff super. Remy has to guess correct here. And and Mr. MKL jumps in for a normal throw and gets the win. Pulls that back from 1 health. Well played from Mr. MKL against Remy. Gets him down on the ground. Very powerful. Goes for a Vines. Gets punished for it. Goes for a command grab. Getting punished.
Ooh.
The C from Remy punishing the command grab. Goes for the Earthquake. And he should get hit here. This is the game. That is a combo, unfortunately, for Mr. MKL. I learned that the hard way in matchmaking. All right, Mr. MKL. You got to figure something out here. You got to get in. And he does! He gets a command grab!
Yep. What is it next?
Gets a cross-up, gets 3 damage. Gets a punish with the Vines.
Yes.
Does a forward A for some reason. Oh, he thought he could get it, but he's not in range. He's at 2 health. Mr. MKL still is in this with 2 health as Rook. Goes for a head crush. Not in range. Gets the Vines. Goes for a Thunderclap, but he gets punished by Remy's super. Unfortunate for Mr. MKL not paying attention to Remy's super, and he gets killed for it. But nonetheless, MKL almost took that game from Remy. Well played from him. Well played from Remy. Remy moves on in loser's bracket, and he should be playing against, I believe, Sinte here. So let me go ahead and give Remy the win here in the match, if it lets me. I love how the game... okay, they've already reported it. All right, so it's Rook Hugger. Or, I'm sorry, not Rook Hugger. It will be Remy versus Sinte.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want Sente or Remy?
I'll take Sinte. Love how we're just like, oh yeah, let's just like auction them off, you know? Who gets who?
Yep.
All right, I'm already getting into their match. Get the start of it actually here, so this is good. All right, so Remy is already here. All right, so Sinte and Remy, both Masters players, correct? No, Remy's Diamond.
Remy
Remy's
is
Diamond.
Yes. You're thinking of Rook Hugger.
Yeah, I keep getting the R's mixed up.
Yeah.
All right, but right now,
I mean-
so we have Remy with his Grave, Geiger, and Midori. And then Sinte has picked his Degray, his Midori, and we're waiting for him to pick one more character. I think he's waiting for our go-ahead. Yep, let me give him a match real fast. Ready, win. Oh, I just activated speech recognition by mistake. You can start at Sinte. All right, we're in the game. Good luck to Sinte. Good luck to Remy. Both of these are in loser's bracket. Whoever loses is out, and whoever wins is in. And they will be in essentially quarterfinals, whoever wins this.
Round 1.
Or semifinals.
By the way,
Yomi counter!
Yep, near the beginning.
So powerful.
So, oh.
Gets another Yomi counter. Guesses correctly. Sinte with the reads. This is very bad for Remy. Already lost out on so much damage. And he gets the throw. Sinte just in Remy's mind right now. Remy not able to get in. And unfortunately, my Fantasy Strike, I think, just broke. It literally has just crashed on me. Did yours crash as well?
Sente just got the counter super, or counter jump super. And he's now gotten a Yomi counter. So, but Remy has Dragon. Oh, he gets another counter super, jump super. So that was 2 times in 1 round. Pretty impressive.
Wait, Sinte got two jump supers?
Yes, 2 jump counter supers.
That is That
So-
is extremely powerful. Well played from Sinte. I am trying to
Yep.
get back in the game now. Sinte does seem to be just in Remy's head. Hopefully, Remy is able to bring this back. And if he does not bring this back, hopefully we can get his insight on the match afterwards.
Yep.
Round 4.
All right, so I am back
Remy-
in here. Oh, Remy did get a win.
Yep.
Goes for the dragon. Oh, but he gets punished for it. Sinte just in Remy's head. Remy cannot get in here, but he does get 3 damage. Sinte just being very safe here, making sure not to jump. It gets the punish, the counter even, for the win for that match. Sinte moves on with a win under his belt.
Yep. Sente sees the dragon, or maybe he's doing it by timing. I don't know which, but he just knows that. Yep, I can get a counter super here.
Sinte not only reading very well, he is also reacting very well. Remy just not able to get in. Does get the first hit though, and I am desynchronized again. These matches are just killing me apparently. I almost just removed Remy from my friends list. Did not want to do that.
Absolutely not. Especially not at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's secret. It's the my subconscious is wanting me to. So Remy got the first win here. So this is a good matchup for Remy actually. So Geiger versus Midori, the zoner versus the grappler, very good for him. But Sinte gets 3 damage and a counter hit. Being careful here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Remy using this to get out of the corner. He's probably not going to get the hit him here. Goes for dragon form. Oh, he gets the 2 damage in the air. Sinte just a monster with dragon form. Absolutely monster.
Yeah. When you find that you've jumped into that,
But Sinte,
you do need to, or you can press time pause or whatever it's called in the air.
yeah, Sinte literally just walked
and
into Remy's like 3 flash gears or time spirals.
It keeps you from taking 4 damage, but you still take 2 anyway.
It's true, yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, though, for Sinte there, he just kind of took 3 damage from time spirals that he could have jumped over or blocked. He kind of just walked into them. Remy going for Geiger's air super, but it's way too far away. Sinte's just saying, you know what, I'm just going to walk away. But he gets 3 damage punished from the jump. Goes for a parry, gets thrown. Goes for dragon form, probably a command throw. Not a command throw. Still no command throw. Still no command throw. Will he go for it? No, he won't. He's just getting punished by Remy. And this should be the game. I do not think Sinte can get out of this corner, unfortunately. Tries to command throw, but Remy just says, you know what? No, I'm just gonna walk away. I don't need to stand in that corner with you anymore. You're dead. I just have to walk away, not get hit by your command throw, and you're done. Good game from Remy. Brings it back, ties up this game. So Remy is now on the grave and Sinte's on the lum. Oh man, and I get desynced again. Unfortunate.
Yep, me as well.
All right, well, it's lum versus grave here. I believe Remy was on the grave and Sinte is on the lum. I think that grave actually has the advantage against lum most likely if you can get in. If you just sit there and try and zone lum, though, lum will definitely outperform you with his ground C, his items.
Yeah, Lum is kind of a zoner in that even the zoners have to make sure to get in on him, including Arg.
It's true, and Remy does get the first game here. I'm back in.
Yep.
Oh, but Sinte already gets 2 damage on Remy. 3 damage, actually. All 3 of the fireworks hit Remy and got the chip damage. Goes for an air super. Gets chip damage, and he gets the kill because he gets behind Remy after Remy's C with a perfect win. Sinte just, again, being a monster sometimes, just absolutely wrecking everything Remy does. Remy takes 2 damage from the fireworks, forgetting about it. Oh, and this should be a block. Oh, it's not a block. He gets 2 damage.
Yep,
Goes for a
press the
jackpot,
button.
and he gets hit. It's a trade, but that trade is not good because he only had 1 bar of health.
Yep.
Gets a counter. Gets his super. Gets 2 damage. 3 damage, actually. I apologize. Goes for a melon. Remy trying to get in here. Gets a health back, but he's still at 2 health. Goes for a jackpot. Gets him off of him. Gets a health. Oh, and he jumps into the baby Lum. This is the issue sometimes with Lum when you try and jump in against him. He sometimes just gets lucky.
Yes. And sometimes he throws a cherry.
It's true. Gets 3 damage in the corner. This is bad for Remy. Remy needs to think of something. Gets a skill coin. Gets 2 damage. There's a bomb. He goes for the dice. This should be the game. Remy should lose this right now. This is the loss.
Oh.
Remy would not have anything to do. He should have gone for a ground super to deal with those things. He would have hit Lum, but unfortunately he does not go for it, and he gets punished. Sinte with 2 wins here needs 1 more to move on to his fight against Rook Hugger in losers finals.
Yeah.
It does seem that there are a lot of support for Remy here in the chat from Rook Hugger actually. So Rook Hugger wanting Remy to win here. I have Dyne desynced though. We're gonna try and get back in here. Lum chip
Looking
setups.
for the upsets. A lot of people root for the upsets. So, and Sente was top 6 of last tournament. Where,
so
Remy,
people are rooting for the underdog here.
Yep. Remy just missed top 8.
I see. Well, hopefully, maybe Remy can get an upset here and get the win against Sinte. But right now, it's not looking good. He goes for that, and he gets punished for it. Remy with 1 health in the corner, jumps, but unfortunately, Sinte gets a jump attack in. Remy 1 game away from losing this. Gets hit. Gets hit again. Remy gets double hit. Goes for that. Gets no punish. And this is the game. Sinte has the win here with the jump in. Does not actually go for the punish. Gets a Yomi counter. Remy is actually still in this. Goes for a throw. Can Remy bring it back with the Dragon Form? I don't think he can. And this should be the game. Sinte has won and is now fighting Rook Hugger. Unfortunate for Remy. Sinte takes the win there. All right, so Remy is out. We are actually going to maybe get Remy on this stream real fast. See his thoughts in the matchup. See how he thought he maybe could have improved there, and just maybe see how he's feeling. Then we should be able to get Sinte and Rook Hugger. Let me tell them to wait a bit. Sinte.
Okay.
Rook Hugger. Give us about 5 minutes before you start. All right, let me invite Remy to this chat real fast. That was a very good game, though. Remy played extremely well. Oh, you have to accept my friend request real fast on Discord so I can get him in. That's why we weren't able to add anyone.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, we have to be friends. Unfortunately, you're not my friend. I don't know why you hate me so much, but, you know, whatever.
I don't know why you hate me so much that we weren't friends. Well, I guess we just have to be friends, you know.
Apparently, Rook Hugger is not my friend. If he's your friend on Discord, go ahead and send him an invite. Oh, I'm sorry, not Rook Hugger, Remy.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, he is not my friend on Discord, so we're gonna try and get him in here real fast.
Let's try and add him directly from the call. Is that what? No, not user settings. Hold on.
Yeah, I can add him from the call, but he has to accept my friend request before I can. Hopefully he does that. If he is your friend, you should be able to invite him. Oh, we lost Daniel. Hello, welcome back.
Hello?
Hello, welcome back. Request. We'll get you in. Alright, I told him to accept my friend request and we'll get him in. Oh, we lost Daniel again. Hopefully we can get him back in here. Oh yes, Lum chip setups are very powerful. Yeah, no, absolutely. You guys have been very chatty in chat today. Or chatty with a, or satty with a C, chatty. Is that part of the pun? I don't know. Apparently Daniel has left us. Let me give Remy a call, actually.
Hello there, guys. Have we got the technology happening?
Hello, Remy. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm not too salty about my defeat there.
Yeah, we were watching it.
Nearly got him though. That was a really close match.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the match? Like, how do you think you could have improved? How do you think you could have done better? What do you think you messed up on?
So basically, hang on a minute. I'm out of the game. I need to get back in it because I need to create some matches. I think the biggest difference is Sentei's knowledge is incredible.
Yeah.
So like, if you see there's certain situations, so he was playing Human Midori that I remember this well, and I did Grave Wind, and I went for a Air B, like the powered up whirlwind attack.
Yeah.
And he just did this jump back kick, like, and hit me out of it, and I was like, what? Like, you just beat me air to air when I had wind up, and I'm like, but he knew that hitbox would beat that at that situation and that distance, so I'm like, there's stuff like that where it's just knowledge. Like, if I knew that he could even do that, then I shouldn't have been attempting that thing, yeah?
Yeah, no, I think that, when I was watching the game, it did seem like Sentei just knew exactly how to punish everything you did. It was almost hard to watch. I'm just like, oh man, everything you're doing, he's just punishing you. But I still think you played extremely well, even though he might have had a little bit more knowledge than you. You still played extremely well, and you got him with your Geiger, if I remember correctly.
I did get a character through, yeah, and it's interesting because it's all about but that's exactly what I said actually before we even played on my stream. I was saying that oh hang on, what's Daniel saying? Is he in here as well? Hi Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel is in the chat as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was it was just tough because I said before going in, I'm like, I actually think, like, obviously I'm very experienced at other fighting games, so I feel like I've got the reactions and, like, you know, the techniques to not pull things off. I did make one big mistake actually, one big execution error that wasn't on purpose. So I did a backwind as well, which was not on purpose.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And I've done a few.
Were all of your C's on
Yeah.
purpose as well, or did you maybe press 1 too many?
No.
They were all on purpose.
They were a little bit. Again, I should have stopped doing that. Again, that was like, okay, I'm not used to playing someone of that caliber.
Yeah.
So it works a lot more.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we watched. There's actually been this whole pun in the tournament chat actually at the moment where everyone's talking about using C too much because both Darkness, a lot of players in the tournament that we've spectated have been pressing C a lot with both Grave and Geiger and Jaina. They just keep pressing C, and in the commentation we're just like, guys, stop pressing C.
Just stop.
Just take it off.
Did you see my match against Mr. MKL?
Yes, we did actually. Yeah.
I did see that one because he was because I kept baiting C's from him and he wasn't doing them.
Yeah, no.
So I was he was very impressive. I've never played that guy before. I don't know if he's new or like.
I think he's a little new. I'm not 100% sure though. I did play.
I think he's new to Fantasy Strike, but if I don't remember what other fighting games he's played, but I believe he has played other fighting games.
Because Mr. MK would probably indicate Mortal Kombat, so I'm guessing he's a Mortal Kombat player because he definitely had experience. He showed his experience in fighting games there because I was like, okay, I'm assuming this guy's new, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna bait.
Never assume, Remy. Never assume. You know what assuming does.
It was hilariously timed because on my stream I said, right, this guy is not reversing. I'm going to disrespect his reversal until he proves to me he's going to do it. And as soon as I did that, he did one. It was literally on point. I was like, holy moly! Like as soon as I said I don't respect his reversals.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He did one.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, when I was watching Mr. MKL play, because I think we also caught his match against Phoebe, the end of it at least. He just plays very smart. Like he's like a little newer, but he's a very good player. He knows what he's doing. Like he doesn't just press buttons. When he presses buttons, it's what he wants to do. Even if it doesn't work, it's what he wanted. But with that, if you want to, Remy, you can help us perhaps spectate and commentate on Sentei's match.
Yeah, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
So let's drop in.
Yeah, let me go ahead and message them that they.
Well,
can
he's
go
not
ahead
on yet. He's not on.
I know. Yeah, I told them to give us
Yeah.
like 5 minutes so that we could talk to you.
I managed to spectate him before he left the previous match, so I'm prepared.
Yep. I am not
No,
prepared.
I was Yeah, so there's a couple of mistakes, but yeah, honestly, I said before, the biggest difference between me and Sensei is that guy is like a tech and knowledge guru, and I am not. I play a lot by feel, so like, and especially when I'm up against someone like that, where I'm kind of losing, and I'm like, okay, I've got to do something maybe a little bit crazy to try and come back into the fight. That's when you'll see a few of those random C's fly out a little bit.
Yeah, no,
They're
definitely.
currently-
All right, their game has started.
Okay.
So Rook Hugger is on the Rook, of course, the Valerie, and the Geiger, and Sinte is on Lum, De Grey, and Midori. And right now it is Lum versus Rook Hugger's Valerie. All right, so Rook Hugger starts with the back A, 2 back A's, and I have gotten desynced with after the first 2 back A's.
Oh, I think Rook's causing me a desync earlier, actually, trying to watch a Rook match, so
Yeah.
I'm not in yet, so
Valerie did a Yomi counter, then jumped over, or did a jump super close to the ground, and that was the end of Lum.
All right, and we're back in. So Rook Hugger
Right.
got the first win there.
wow. This is a tough match.
He's got to be careful with the fireworks. Okay, he knows about them. He backed away a little bit too early, though. Gets super meter, though.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sensei makes full use of
Goes
that
into his own
Lum
bomb.
item.
Oh, and he doesn't even get a trade there. Oh, but he goes for the super. Oh, and he gets the 2 damage combo. Rook Hugger from 1 health takes the win. Tries to get an air attack, gets punished by Melon. Rook Hugger just getting pushed back by these items, but does get a help. This should hit. Oh, it does not hit. He doesn't even get the trade.
I thought that was going to trade.
I did as well. Oh, Sinte hiding behind his little baby Rook. Oh, Sinte is not falling for the super this time. Gives Rook Hugger a health though.
Great block by Rook Hugger's Val there.
And the cross up.
Ooh,
That was the
cross.
that was the first cross up, and he gets the win because of it.
You win.
Rook
Yeah,
Hugger.
that block when Lum got the late jump in and he managed to block it, that was really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rook gets a very definitive first win there. I think a lot of people don't realize that sometimes it's the psychology of the match is very important. Like if you get the first win, it can really be effective, you know. And we have gotten desynced here.
I'm still in. We've got Rook Hugger on Geiger and Sensei on Midori. And Bliss spacing around, to be honest. Geiger's got a couple of points of damage off Midori. Midori's obviously kind of building up for that dragon meter to really take advantage. And he's traded up to... He got a big forward A, but then he's down to 1 hit point. Will he use his dragon? No, he just eats the flash. Well, sorry, I always call them flash gears, but I mean time spirals. I'm really sorry.
Time spirals, yeah. Yeah, no, I sometimes call them flash as well because it's like you want to... I don't know why we want to call them flash gear, but... Also, Rook Hugger gets the first win here.
Because they're gears.
It's because it is physically a gear.
Yeah, it's actually a gear, yeah. So this
Back
is...
in?
So, yes, I'm back in the game, yeah. Oh, and he gets so much damage. Or, I mean, it's only 2 damage, but he wastes so much time on Sinte's dragon form. Gets punished. Goes for a flash gear and gets... Oh! He thought that Sinte was going to go for an attack there or a throw. He did not.
Is this the matchup I managed to win against Sensei, though?
Keeps
I
going
think
for
it
drop
was.
gears, and this time Sinte says, no more drop gears for you. I have a
Ooh.
parry.
Very late reversal there from Rook Hugger.
Sinte's...
Just waited.
Yeah, and Sinte's kind of just walking into these time spirals. Just like that,
Yeah,
like...
those delay ones.
Yeah, he gets the trade, but it's not good. He's only got 1 bar, and he's got an air super out now. He can't get hit by 2 more attacks, and he... Again, just messing up his jumps on these time spirals. Rook Hugger abusing the fact that Sinte is just walking into these.
It's so hard to avoid that one when you've got the Cyclone Revolution in your face. And oh my goodness, sorry.
That's true, because you can't jump
Next
forward.
round is just...
So Dragon Form is
round
very
is just-
strong here.
Ooh.
Oh, and he didn't even get the command grab. He was out of range. Unfortunate for Sinte. He really needed that. And he gets flash geared for the game. Rook Hugger just absolutely oppressing Sinte's every single option with both of his characters so far. Sinte does have probably a decent match here, though. It's about 50-50, I would say, between De Grey and Rook.
Yep. And it is probably Sente's best character, so.
So this is good for Sinte then. So Sinte has a
Tough
chance
match,
to
though,
win
right?
3, but I just got desynchronized.
Okay.
So.
Well, Sante's off to a very good start. got Rook into the corner, and he's took almost over half his life bar already is gone. So, but he's landed the Earthquake, which starts Rook's offense, of course. Gets the Truth Punch. He's going for a perfect and gets it. Sente with a perfect round.
Sente got a perfect round with Rook.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Against the Rook. Look at Rook.
All right, I just got back in myself. Oh, and he gets the punish. Only one
so
damage.
Good with them against me.
Yeah.
Yep. Not quite the dream, but you know.
Does keep punishing.
You
Rook's jumping though.
too many
Oh, but Rook gets 3 damage with a ground super, and now Sente's in a guessing game. Will he guess correctly? And he guesses wrong, and Rook gets the win. I'm sorry, Rook had to guess, yeah, Sente had to guess correct.
Yeah, you got it right.
Round 3.
Great play by Rook Hugger. One opportunity is all it takes with Rook sometimes.
Absolutely. So Sente still in a good position here. Using his
Daggerfall is such a call out to do that in neutral like
and he
that.
guesses correctly, but he misses his punish. He misses the jump attack, and he gets punished for 3 damage.
If he got the hit.
And he guesses wrong again. Rook Hugger, just a monster in this match.
This is the trouble with DeGray. Even though this match is quite good, it's like he gets in one mix-up and he's got it. He's got no invincible reversal. Like he's got it. He's just got to take every mix-up.
It's true.
You almost inevitably put yourself in them because you've got to get.
This
in
is
as
bad.
well.
He's gonna miss. Oh, he got the cross up actually. Oh, and he gets the ghost.
That's why you need the ghost ready.
Luckily, he was out of
Wish
range
he had
for
his
that.
air super there.
This is such a close game.
He's in the corner.
Yeah.
Though. No space for DeGray to maneuver. It's the tricky
Sente
thing. He's got super bar now.
Yeah, Sente
Rook Hugger does
really
not have
needs.
super.
Sente needs to get out of this corner. Even if he uses an air super to get out of the corner, he's got to get out.
Patient though.
Oh, but he misses the punish.
Patience is incredible. He's gradually making ground.
Oh, he has to guess.
One
He
guess.
guesses right. He guesses wrong. Oh, no, Sente
Russia.
guesses incorrectly the 3rd time. This is like you were saying. Once Rook gets in, he just has to guess, and he guessed right the first 2 times, but got killed on the command grab. And Rook with a commanding 3 wins in a row. Very well done from both players, though.
That was a good match. Yeah, Rook Hugger is so solid with Rook. I mean, he's solid with every character, but his Rook is just frightening.
It's insane, dude. I've played against it. I think that if the 3v3 was a little different, maybe if he had won with Rook the first game and then he had DeGray for the next 2, I think maybe it would have been a different game.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like the Midori versus Geiger matchup, I believe. That's the one I think I got him on as well. So like that shows if I can take his Midori, I'm sure the Rook Hugger's gonna do it. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, so now we have Weezy, I believe, versus Rook Hugger in the finals.
And this is best of three, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe it's at least.
Or team battle best of
I believe
3.
it's Rook Hugger versus Weezy. Let me check.
It is.
It is.
Definitely
Yep.
is.
Let's get in real fast. All right.
Yeah, I got the whole bracket in my head once I was through to like lose the semis or something. Put it all out. I was like, okay, these are all the matches I could possibly get. It's like.
All right, Weezy, Rook Hugger. We're ready. Alrighty. So this should be a fantastic game. Weezy proving that he is still one of the best players in the entire game. Has not lost a single match the entire time. So yeah, this is quite good.
I got some rounds off him though. That was an accomplishment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, for personal accomplishments, this is like got rounds off Weezy and I got a character off Sente, so I'm pretty happy with my performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're just getting the lobby going. Yeah, they are.
All right, Rook Hugger versus Weezy. I'm hopping in now.
Yep.
This is number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been such a good tournament so far. All right, let me. Oh, it's already starting. All right, let me hop back in.
Yep.
All right, so we got a life and love and painting versus a fish. Let's see who wins.
Round 1. Fight.
Very volatile.
Oh,
match.
very strong start
All
from Rook Hugger. Oh, very. Wow, Rook Hugger just absolutely destroying Weezy there. Once you get in against Arg, if you keep up the pressure, it's very hard to get out as Arg.
This is kind of the reverse of playing against Rook.
It's true.
If you don't get in, you're in trouble though.
Yeah, it's true. Wow, Weezy just letting Rook just use these rainbows. That time he
I'm
didn't.
sure that backdash was a good idea from Val.
I don't think he should have done the backdash either. I think he should have just kept the
Backdash,
pressure. Goes for
He
that.
manages to,
Oh, but see Wheezy.
and he gets the bubble.
Oh,
for
and
the
he
win.
gets it. Rook Hugger barely making it.
What?
The pop did not get Rook Hugger. No.
Oh, he has to block
Maybe
it
he
first.
thought-
Oh, and a strong start for this last match too.
He's just going ham, and it's
Oh
working.
my goodness, Rook Hugger just destroying C Wheezy's plans there. I think that is the first match tonight that we've seen C Wheezy just get absolutely demolished on his ARG.
His arc's really strong, but if Val stays on you like that,
Yeah, it's very hard to deal with.
Yeah. Arg has a hard time with the rush downs.
I just got desynchronized. Oh man, this is unfortunate. Let me try and get back
right?
in.
So we've got Rook Hugger on Grave and Seaweezy on Lum. This is something I want to learn how these two play this match, to be honest, because both sides of this is seem complicated. Because wow,
did I just miss something great?
Seaweezy did, yeah. Seaweezy's going for the cheeky. Lum's got a kind of like cheeky throw trick where you throw an item and then you walk up and grab, whilst they're trying to look at what item it is. And he tried it on. He tried it two or three times on Rook Hugger, and he yummy counted every single attempt.
Did he really well? All right, I am back in now. So Rook
Knew
Hugger
it was
did get the
coming.
first game, and he gets the first hit there. Win being a very powerful option, and he thought that it was going to be a. Just so many things happening. He gets the skill coin to stop the aggression from the projectiles. Goes for the dice, very powerful after the.
It's constant dice.
Grave farther back.
Goes for a wind
Farther
summon.
back than he wants to be.
I like the wind summon though, getting some pressure in. Just needs one more hit, even a chip, and he gets it. See Wheezy just doing so many unsafe things right now. See Wheezy needs to figure out how to deal with Rook Hugger's aggression. Keeps getting hit by these
One time
things.
he jumps, he knew he did the big fireball.
Rook Hugger is just reading See Wheezy so effectively.
That's negative though.
Oh, he gets the
Wow.
hit there. He gets another hit. Okay, this is good for See Wheezy. Should be able to get a dice here because of the fireworks. I like this slow play from See Wheezy. It's very effective, and he gets the health as well. Goes for the throw. All right,
The item.
See Wheezy or
Correct.
Rook Hugger is in a dangerous spot right now. Oh, and he gets hit from the lightning. I think. What was?
I think
Yeah.
it was the children or
Oh, it
the
was
lightning.
the
I
children.
can't
It
tell.
was one of them.
I think it was the lightning.
Either way, though, See Wheezy gets a win. Goes for the dice right now.
His wind pushed him into the lightning.
I see.
Dice followed by fire, double.
Goes
fire.
for the-
Oh, that's gonna
And it
work.
hits! 2 damage with his super, very powerful. Gets rid of the dice as well. Gets a cross up. Goes in for a
Well,
jump.
one of the dice.
2 damage, 1 more damage, 1 more chip damage. Should be the game here, and it is. It goes through the melon. Unfortunately, See Wheezy, your melon is not good enough in this scenario. Rook Hugger needing 1 more game to move on to the actual win, because remember, See Wheezy's in winners. So Rook has to get 2 match wins here.
The reset.
And-
But he's match point on the
Might
reset.
even-
Oh,
And also,
Depending on how this turns out, Seaweezy might change his team up for finals.
can do, yeah.
this is
he
true,
can
yeah,
do.
because this is semifinals right now. So if Rook Hugger can get a win here, he will have a very... Okay, so See Wheezy gets the throw here. He has to guess. He guesses wrong. He doesn't get the... it was a safe jump. Unfortunate
Yep.
for Rook Hugger. I think he saw the
Yeah,
jump and he...
baiting those flash gears.
Yeah. Gets the drop deer, gets the 2 damage. That's good. Good start. So this is a good matchup for Rook Hugger. He needs to stop going in. He needs to just use his time spirals, keep the pressure up with the
Played
zoning.
right. Needs some slowing it. He wants to slow this match down. Play really,
Yeah,
really uninteresting.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's playing a little bit too aggressive against Rook right now. See, this is what I'm talking about.
He took a lot of forward momentum there for not really a lot of reason.
Exactly. See, if he would have just stayed on the ground, he'd get punished. Rook Hugger, he's going in against Rook. You don't want to do that as a zoner. You want to stay back. You want to use your zoner. You want to wait for the perfect opportunity. This is good. This is good. I think this is the...
That's
it's
it.
not the win yet. No, he already
Out
messed
of
it
it.
up. He messed it up. He completely messed that up.
Time becoming a factor.
This is true. Time
You do
is
have
a
to
factor.
make sure you're not too passive as
This is
Geiger.
good for Wheezy. Oh, he gets the Yomi counter. What a read. With 7 seconds remaining. See, Wheezy, I think, should have just stayed back and gotten the draw. He would have gotten a win. Oh, very lucky for Rookhugger there. This is bad for Rookhugger. Rookhugger is in a guessing game now. See, Wheezy, what's he going to do? Nothing. Okay. Good play on Rookhugger's part there. I like this. It's a little far away, but I think it's good against in this matchup. You want to keep Rook at bay.
See those back A's to advance, I like them because you keep that anti-air ready.
Yeah, the back A is nice. You do have to be careful though because it's a little bit slower on startup than forward A.
Fantastic earthquake from Seaweezy.
Seaweezy, good vines.
Almost in.
Oh, he gets the damage.
Almost there, but not quite.
Seaweezy.
Interesting on the way up, Clockwork.
Yeah, this is still anyone's game though. The Clockwork's a little bit too far away. So, oh, he gets hit. He doesn't do it properly. Good for Seaweezy. Gets in. Goes for another earthquake. He's in. Guess game. What a game we're having right now. Oh, time is becoming a factor as well. 10 seconds remaining. Goes for a Yomi counter.
Does it again.
What a play from Rookhugger. He's reading everything Seaweezy's doing. And he gets the win. With 8 seconds, time becoming such a factor for Seaweezy, it's forcing him in when he doesn't want to go in.
Seaweezy keeps on baiting those reversals, but Rookhugger not falling for any of them.
It's true. And he gets the 2 damage combo. Very powerful. Oh, bad pause. And he gets punished with 2 damage.
Okay, but no point.
He guesses correct, and he gets 2 damage. This is very powerful for Rookhugger.
Yep. It's possible that...
Oh,
yep.
But he does get the damage, which is what he wanted. He got him away as well.
Trade in the space is well worth it for Geiger there.
Yeah, the being at the same health right now, it's good for Seaweezy. But now Seaweezy has to get in. Time is a factor. Goes for a drop gear. Oh, and he doesn't get it. He has to guess. He guesses wrong this time. That's the first wrong guess that Rookhugger has done when he's on the ground.
Probably went for the Yomi counter again. He loved it.
Yeah, I think he
Working
did.
it out for him so far, but not this time.
Goes for the drop gear, but gets command throw by Seaweezy the read.
Perfect timing command.
Oh, he goes for a normal throw. Rookhugger, he's got to think of something fast. And he goes for that, but he gets punished. Unfortunate for Rookhugger.
Yeah. Looks like Seaweezy realized that Rookhugger was not going for the flash gears.
Yes, this is
and
true.
so
that was his best matchup with these last 3 as well. So this is going to be an uphill battle for Rookhugger.
Yeah, you're talking about the psychology of winning that first battle, but sometimes when you get that first character through like that, and you feel like, okay, comeback's on now, you know what I mean? That can really give you a psychological boost.
Oh, that's true. Especially when you win a bad matchup.
Seaweezy was just going for the Herbanus defense, where you lose the first 2 rounds, so that way you throw your opponent off, so that way then you come back and win the next 3.
The mega mind games. I do like this from Rookhugger, getting out of this area, getting out of the oh, he even gets the punish. Very well done. Gets the help. Oh, and he gets his flash gear back in time for the punish. Rookhugger knows
timing on that flash gear.
Yeah, Rookhugger knows exactly when his stuff is up. Seaweezy was trying to, oh, he gets the drop gear into the throw. Oh, he tries to flash gear, gets punished for it. 3 damage with the bomb. Tries to Yomi counter.
Yomi counter.
I don't
see Rookhugger's very active Geiger, very good and different in this matchup against Lum. He's showing how he needs it.
A much better Geiger than myself, as to be expected.
Well, I didn't even know how to punch the coins, if you noticed. One of my matches, I was punching the coins incorrectly with Geiger.
Oh, that's really good for Seaweezy. He got the health, and then he also got the punish.
Round 3.
Right.
Fight.
Starts off with a time spiral. Keep the zoning. Goes with the dice immediately. I like this. I like this play a lot. Gets a free damage. But he gives Rookhugger some super. Goes for a flash here. Gets punished for it. 3 damage again because of the bomb. The same thing happened last game. 1 bar. Will he guess correctly? And he guesses wrong with the cross up. Seaweezy at 2-1.
So frustrating for Geiger to deal with that cross-up rolling attack.
Because your flash gear, I believe, doesn't work against it.
Yep.
Okay, at least he gets the baby panda there. But the skill coin, though, is so strong. You have to be so careful against Lum, because if Lum gets lucky with his item, then you just get punished. He's going to want to get that super. Very powerful. Oh, very good punish. And he has a time, and he has a super, and he goes for it. I like this a lot. I like this a lot from Rookhugger. Keeps him. Oh, but he gets out, but he still gets punished. Oh, so much damage.
Wow, I did not know that damage was possible.
Oh, but
It is a very good
see, Wheezy
situation
gets
for
a
Lum,
health
though.
bar. This is really bad for Rookhugger. He's got to get out of this corner. And he goes for flash gear, but he gets punished. See, Wheezy said, you know, I know you're going to do a flash gear. I know you want it because you're in the corner. And he blocked and he punished.
Stuff. So the comeback is coming on here for Seaweezy, and I'm saying that psychology once you start a bit of momentum.
It's true, the comeback is happening. Remember, this is finals. If Rookhugger loses this, Seaweezy is the winner of the tournament.
And if Rookhugger does lose this, it'll be his Geiger. That will have been the weak link in his team,
This is
of
true.
course. Often, many people's pick the strongest character in the game. Not mine, though.
I like the clockwork here.
With 1 damage on.
Oh, he does get hit, though. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, that fish... Oh, and he gets the throw. Very well done from Rookhugger. Rookhugger is...
Gutsy throw, really.
It was a gutsy throw, but it worked out. Tries to go for a drop gear, gets 2 damage punished. This is bad for Rookhugger. There's a poison coming. He can't dodge it. Rookhugger needs to figure something out here. Goes for a drop gear, gets 2 damage because Seaweezy goes for a 4-day. Goes for a drop gear again. Seaweezy just walking into the time spirals. Trades there. 2-2. This is bad for Rookhugger. He does have his super, though. Oh, and he jumps.
I felt like he needed that super.
He needed to wait. He needed to be more patient there. He gets a counter. That's very powerful. Seaweezy comes back with an extra attack. Oh, he goes for a flash gear. He's not in range,
That was
though.
a bad flash gear.
Rookhugger needs to figure something out here. Everything he's trying, Seaweezy is just getting him. Unfortunate for Rookhugger.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh, he gets the trade. Gets the flash gear. Very good.
That was an excellent one.
Oh, and he trades.
Gets the round back.
All right, this is anyone's game. Rookhugger does have his super, though, which is very powerful in this matchup. I think Seaweezy is going to want to save his super to counteract the... Oh, but he doesn't. He just goes for it. Takes chip damage. Goes for a drop gear. Doesn't get the 2 damage. Goes for another one. Gets 2 damage that time. Trades. Oh, he should have done his super.
Teleported.
Oh,
Could have teleported, but he didn't have it. Seaweezy.
Seaweezy with the win there. And I did actually forget, since this is Grand Finals, I believe it is best of 3, actually. Let me check real fast just to confirm.
It is, yeah.
So there is actually another game here.
Oh, so he hasn't done the reset yet.
No, he hasn't.
But
Well, no.
can
So
change
the
track.
way it works is that since it's Grand Finals, right? They do have to do a best of 3 for the game, right? So if
Yes.
Rookhugger can win these next 2, then he'll still be in. So right now, Seaweezy needs 1 win and he will win the tournament. Seaweezy needs that. Rookhugger, on the other hand, needs to win 2 of these to get to another game. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay, so Rookhugger is actually taking away his rook here. He's going for DeGray.
Round 1. Fight.
Seen him do that before in some matchups.
He's also not playing Geiger either, I believe. So this is quite interesting. So we
doesn't want to leave anything on the table.
Yeah, and we did,
Throw it all out
and this
there.
is the same match from the beginning before. Remember, Rookhugger won with his Valor against Arg, very, very definitively as well. And it seems like he's doing it again here. Yeah, apparently Seaweezy does not know how to deal with this matchup.
Round
It's that late AA in the air where he's hitting the anti-air attempts from Gargagarg with the second swipe of the A.
Exactly. So what would
Finally, I'll get some space though.
Sure. So what would your opinion be here? Because do you think that Rookhugger maybe wants to lose this so that he doesn't have to deal with Arg anymore?
You never want to lose.
You never want to lose.
Is my opinion.
Fair enough.
I honestly don't think there's any strategy that you can figure out that will help you to lose the team battle.
Fair enough.
If you get a bad roll and you get a bad matchup, you still got to try your best every time.
Fair enough. I'll take your word at that since you are a much better player than me.
Well, it's more like game theory than playing skill.
Fair. That's fair.
You can work it out. If you map it all out on a bit of paper, you will discover you're literally still just making it. The best you can do is get a coin flip that might maybe
goes
help
for the
you,
super.
But it's still better if you didn't lose anyway.
Very true.
You still have that coin flip.
That's true. That's true. Valerie not wanting to be in this corner here. Needs to get out. Does not get out. See, Wheezy saying, you got me with Valerie last game. Not this time. Not this time, Rookhugger. Come at me.
Aggro Arg was the answer there.
It's true. It's true. And he said, you're in the corner. And you know, a normal Arg would have backed away. A normal Arg would have said, you're in the corner. I'm going to back away. But see, Wheezy said, you think I'm going to back away. Let me punish you for that. They see Wheezy just getting these good items.
Yeah, until
Oh, but the 3 damage punish.
you'll see this match change a lot once DeGray has his super online.
Oh, he would have got the win there if it wasn't for the baby panda. Luckily for C Wheezy.
Would have liked to see that forward A cancelled into a back into something.
I do not think Rookhugger should have gone for the attack on the baby rook there. I don't think that was worth it.
Risky.
I think he should have just backed away and used his ghost. But he gets so much damage here. Rookhugger not giving up yet.
You'll notice that Seaweezy's completely stopped using the rolling attack from Lum. As soon as now he can use it again.
It's true, yeah. But
as soon as there's no super on DeGray, he can use that move.
It's true. But but Rookhugger missed his air super, unfortunately. But he is in a good position here. Goes for the air super, and he gets it. It was a trade though. Luckily for Rookhugger, he had an extra help.
Final Arbiter doesn't even punch completely clean through a melon there.
The skill coin there allows Seaweezy to get his dice. And he gets a cross up in this. Oh, it was almost the game there. Oh, he goes for an assist. Unfortunate for Rookhugger there. This is still anyone's game though.
Tricky one with DeGray. Maybe you should try and camp your super bar a little bit more, because honestly it changes the matchup so much.
You might be right there.
When you've got the threat of the parry is really big for luck against one.
Goes for a Yomi counter. How do you know? I didn't even expect Seaweezy to go for a throw. This just goes to show that players at this high of caliber just know. They just know what they're doing. They say, you think you were going to do something, but no, I already knew you were going to do it five rounds ago.
Chip is really a threat here.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Seaweezy's Lum takes it.
Seaweezy with 2 wins here. One round away from the tournament win. But Rookhugger has a very good matchup here with his owner.
He needs to 3-0 this Rook with his full team now to win this.
This is true. But
I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
Rookhugger is a Rook main, so he knows all of the weaknesses to Rook, right? But he's guessing wrong. And now he's in a position where he has to guess right or he loses. He guesses wrong.
I actually think this is the best anti-zoner matchup for Rook as well. Like, Grave is one of the zoners that deals the worst with him.
It's true. Rookhugger just getting punished. Goes for a super, but he's already blocking, and now he gets punished. 3 damage. Vines. Guessing game. Gets lucky with the C there. Goes for a... He got around it, though, luckily. Gets a 2-hit combo. Gets another damage. Guts that.
Great anti-air sword there. That was safe.
It's true. Oh, unfortunate for him there. Oh!
Such a risky jump A, but he gets it. And the jump back A from
See
Rook
Wheezy just reading Rookhugger here.
Pressure.
Yeah. That's good. It's a very powerful attack there.
It was a bait of the Rook super.
Gets a kick. That was good. Rookhugger bringing this back. He still has a chance here. Game's not over until the last health is gone. These
Wishing he had win
earthquakes.
there. I think didn't notice his win
Oh, he
meter was
guesses
down
though.
maybe.
But the vines are just getting Rook Hugger here. You cannot get hit by vines this much. It's
Juggle
oh,
for
but he
three.
gets the win here, which is such a good combo there. Very well played from Rook Hugger. But
Does
Seaweezy,
use up your super meter and your win meter though.
yeah, Seaweezy does have his super. You have to be so careful. The vines. He keeps jumping. He has to stop that. Unfortunate, he doesn't get the anti-air. Gets thrown. This is a guessing game. It's a 33, 33, 33, and he guesses wrong twice. Rook Hugger. Unfortunate. What a game, though. What a game. Rook Hugger
Excellent.
lost, but he played so well. Seaweezy does get the win and wins that that $10 Amazon gift card.
That was number 1 versus number 2 in the current ranking, which are going to get reset tomorrow, of course, on release. So
This is true. That was
those two definitely deserve the rankings they've got at the moment.
well played from both of them, absolutely. I know that Seaweezy's a streamer. Perhaps he'd be. I wonder if he'd be interested in getting on the tournament chat as well.
Mr. Big Chest there with a double cross-up finish as well. Very nice stuff from his Rook.
Oh, absolutely. No, those players played extremely well. I think that. What do you think, Remy, in that last game? Because in the first game that they played, Rookhammer seemed a bit more strong, and that last game, Seaweezy took 3 in a row.
I think he counterpicked. He wanted to counterpick to try and avoid certain matchups or whatever, but I think he played himself basically there maybe a little bit because I think he went to his slightly weaker characters.
Yeah, I don't like the changes that Rook did. I think Rook Hugger should have stuck with the same characters he did at the beginning, especially since he was able to almost, I mean, you can't counterpick with 3v3, but he was able to say, okay, Seaweezy has to pick first because he won. So I should be able to pick at least my best 3 against his best 3. But for some reason he changed it. I don't think that his what was it? He had Grave, DeGray, and Valerie. I like the Valerie pick. I think he should have stuck with that. I didn't like switching Geiger for Geiger and his Rook. I think he should have kept those.
Geiger was his weakest link when he had 2 games up, and he had to just win with Geiger and didn't pull it off.
That is true, but his Geiger
So-
also played very effectively sometimes. Like I felt like his Geiger did well, especially in that, like if he had Geiger in the Rook matchup, I think it would have been very good.
Maybe that demoralized him though. That first game like put him off Geiger, and he just decided, nah, I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I keep talking about it. I mean, the psychology of a matchup is very important. I think Daniel was saying how Seaweezy lost the first 2 to get into Rook's head, so that Rook got overconfident. And I will say, the first match, the last round of that first match, it did seem like Rook was a little overconfident. He did a few things that seemed a bit ambitious, to say the least, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from a strategy standpoint as well, like you really see when you watch Seaweezy's play, the differences in how he approaches a matchup based on whether the opponent's got the super meter ready or not. So we saw it earlier with the Lum versus DeGray pick, where he would stop using the rolling cartwheel move. As soon as DeGray had a super meter, he would never use that move, and as soon as he didn't have the super meter, he started using that move as much as he possibly could get away with. And there you saw Rook just jumping like crazy when Grave didn't have his super meter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that Seaweezy just understands this game from a very, both a strategic standpoint and from just a feeling standpoint. Like he just knows what you're going to do, and then when you do things that are punishable, he knows exactly how to punish it. And like you were saying with the how he wasn't jumping at all or using the roll-in when Rook Hugger had super, that's just a skilled player. A lot of players won't do that. A lot of players will still do unsafe things, and he just never did, and he never got punished for it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got both sides of the coin there. Like I was saying with Sente, like I feel like I'm probably a decent match for him in terms of like some of the instinctual things and the reactions and that side of the fighting games, whereas he completely like demolishes me on the knowledge side. But then you got a player like Cweezy who's like going to demolish you on both sides of that.
Yeah.
Like, he's so strong on both sides. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
and to
he's
give
got all the...
yeah, and to give Rook Hugger some credit, I think that Rook Hugger is also very, very good on both sides as well, which is the reason why he was in second place in the tournament, right? And he gave Cweezy a run for his money. I mean, even though Cweezy took all 3 games in that last match, I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, Rook Hugger was still giving him trouble. Like, there were moments where it could have gone either way. I mean, it was close. It was such a close game. Rook Hugger and Cweezy, definitely some of, if not the 2 best players in the game right now. So very good.
Demonstrating us once as well the just the level of skill and depth in this game, that like you get these consistent results from good players.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that if you ever watch my stream, I complain a lot. I'm a very salty person when I lose. But I think that Cweezy and Rook Hugger definitely show that it's not just a guessing game, and it's not just a mix-up game, and it's not just a button input game. Like, you have to have everything. You have to know everything. You have to know the matchups. You have to know the mix-ups. You have to know how your character works. You have to know what your character can do in any given situation. You have to know how to pressure. You have to know all of these things. So even though this game is easy to get into, with it being easy to learn the inputs and the buttons and the special moves, there's so much more to it.
Yeah, you get exposed to that high-level fighting game good stuff, basically. All of that things you just mentioned, like you just get instantly dropped in that, like, or not instantly, perhaps, you know, you've got to know how to take a good few hours to get the hang of the characters and things, but very, very quickly you're moving into that level of thinking about a fighting game, which is what I love about Phantom Strike, because normally it's like, yeah, you spend hours and hours and hours in training mode to learn some combo or something, and then it's like, okay, but now do you know how to really get in the situation to use it or not, and things like that. It's all the fun bits that I enjoy about fighting games, basically.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I remember when I first started playing, I think I first started with Geiger, and then I started playing some Satsuki, and I remember the first time that I got completely stomped in this game, I realized that I was not a good player. Like, I realized that I had, well, maybe not that far, but like I realized that I still had much to learn. I guess that's the better way of saying it, because I went into the Discord, and by the way, anyone who's new to this game in the chat, check out the Discord. People are so helpful. Even if you're salty, even if you get mad, people are so patient and they're so helpful. Like, I went into the Discord and I said, "Hey guys, like, I'm getting completely wrecked when I play Satsuki. Like, what do I do?" And like for like about 3 days, they taught me exactly how to play Satsuki, essentially. And I still get wrecked when I play Satsuki sometimes, but I'm such a better player for actually taking the time to listen to better players and learn.
Other things to watch out for if you're trying to learn as well is even when you get up one of those kind of seeming unwinnable matches, like I love actually when I do get to play Cweezy, it's not often because of our time zone differences and our network's not great, so I don't, like, you know, if we sometimes it's really laggy and it's not much fun, but when we get a good connection and we get to play, it's like I always learn something new. Like, you can pick up things that if you see a good player doing something, and you go, okay, like, I'll try that out. And, you know, it's not going to take you long to be able to try it, because they're not going to be doing some crazy complicated execution things. Like, okay, there may be some really difficult timing involved in like a safe jump setup or something like that. But even a lot of those aren't that crazy hard to do in this game. So, yeah, like, actually, this is a point of that one, actually. I learned, I didn't even know I've played DeGray since DeGray was first added to this game. And I didn't realize he can cancel his forward A into the counterpoint step.
Oh, and, wait, can he really? Oh, I didn't know that either. Yeah. Oh, man.
No, and I don't know, having watched those finals, if Rook Hugger knows that. There might have been a reason why he wasn't doing it against, I think it was against Rook, and I saw it a bunch of times, and I thought...
I used to not know that you could, I used to not know that you could cancel, I think it's Valerie's forward A into yellow. I didn't know you could do that for a while. Or is it neutral A? Neutral A,
yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you watch the videos, they're in there. But sometimes there's so much information packed into those videos.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, absolutely. Which is good. It's a good thing, though. I'd rather have more information than less.
Yeah, but sometimes I go back and watch them, and I'm like, oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely.
And I've been playing this game for years, and there's still things that I'm like, oh, yeah.
But,
I mean, again,
but like you were,
characters,
yeah, but like you were saying with how with how you can play a game and sort of be like, oh, like that's an interesting thing, I should do that, or oh, that's what they did. Like, it's very easy to understand what the players are doing and how you can do them yourself. And like you said, yes, the timing sometimes is, you have to sometimes practice that a little bit or go lab it a bit, but you know what they're doing and you know how they're doing it most of the time, because it's a very simple input, right? It's like, oh, if I'm getting beat by Valerie's cross up yellow, I can also do that with Valerie, right? Like, I know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
So
Where it gets difficult was like seeing myself lose to Sente. That I'd probably have to watch that back a little bit, because like in the heat of the moment, it can be very hard to pick things up.
oh,
But
absolutely.
certainly like move inputs and like, but subtle spacing things and subtle punish things. Like, I think basically like I'm making lots of subtle mistakes
Mhm.
that don't seem like mistakes to me at the time, and then I have to realize, hang on, I got hit there. Why did I get hit there? I had wind and I did this, and then hang on. But he knows a punish to that move, so actually maybe the answer was don't do that move there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that a lot of people sometimes don't realize this, that if you really want to get better at any game, whether it be a fighting game, whether it be a shooting game like say Overwatch, whether it be a MOBA like League of Legends, if you ever want to get to the top tier, one good way is obviously practice, play a lot, take advice, ask questions, do that. But watching back your games is very good as well. Both your losses and your wins. Watch your losses, because you need to learn from them, and you can sometimes see things what you did wrong if you watch yourself rather than when you're just playing, right? But also watch your wins. Learn what you did that won you the game, right? And this is how you can really get better. I mean, this is what coaches do, right? They watch back your gameplay, and then they say, this is what you did wrong. Don't do that anymore, you know? And this is why a lot of really good players have coaches, right?
Yeah, coaches are so useful. It's funny. It's also you notice this as a streamer yourself. If you do start spectating some matches, like honestly, it's leveled up my game from.
Oh, I'm sure. No, whenever I watch a high level game or
Okay, like that's something I'll try and remember. And you spot the things that, again, it's like reviewing your own matches is even better, but watching other people play, you can also pick up little things.
Yeah. I'm just really sad
and
I
you'll
didn't
see something.
Yeah, I'm just really sad I didn't get to see any Satsuki gameplay tonight. no one played Satsuki in the tournament that we spectated.
No, and I think she's a really strong character, if not the strongest.
Oh,
it's just,
actually,
it's very volatile.
I actually take that back. I think there was one player who did Satsuki, if I remember correctly. So I think there was one, but not too many. I think she's very strong if you play her correctly.
Yeah. I guess it's always a risk because she's with the low health. That's the argument I've seen.
It was TS Cheese apparently that was playing a little bit of Satsuki.
Excellent. Right, I've got to get off for now, but thank you very much for inviting me. I assume we lost Daniel here, have we just talked so much that he can't even...
Oh, Daniel, I'm sorry. Did you have any comments that you wanted to say? My bad. I think we lost Daniel. I don't know if he's...
I think we lost him.
Oh, he's still in the chat. I think he went away.
Yeah, I was like, I was hoping he'd interrupt us at some point if he was here, but then I thought, hang on.
But yeah, thank you so much for hopping on, Remy. Obviously, I'm definitely not as good of a player as you, so it's good to get some better players' insights on these things.
I'm certainly no expert these days, but I'm gradually learning as I go along, and it's just so much fun to learn. So
definitely. Well,
excellent.
Good luck good luck in any next tournament you sign up for. I don't know if you're signing up for the launch tournaments at all.
I can play on Sunday, but not on Saturday, unfortunately, at this point, unless my plans change.
Well,
that's what I'm looking forward to.
I hope that we don't play each other in the tournament, because I don't want to lose. But anyways, thanks so much for coming out, Remy. I think I'm probably going to end this tournament stream as well, so... Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
Daniel's just saying his mic's lost on it. His mic's gone out.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate.
He was trying to talk to us, and I'm wondering why we're being so rude.
I'm very sorry, Daniel. Well, hopefully next tournament, we'll get you in again, Daniel, and hopefully your mic does not bail on you. All right.
Great stuff. All right, I'll let you finish up your stream, but thanks for having me, and I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely,
okay, bye.
Yep, talk to you later. All right, everyone. So, glad I was able to finally participate in one of these community tournaments. Me too, Morpheus. I'm glad that you had fun. I hope that everyone who was in the tournament had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. I tried my best to be as entertaining as possible and give as much insight as I could. What's the neutral footsies like on this? Oh man, you literally just missed Remy. He's a much better player than me. So I would say it's actually pretty good. The neutral footsies, like you have to be careful, especially against characters like Rook, because Rook, like the grapplers, you have to be very careful. And so yeah, there's definitely a footsies game. I remember one time I was playing a Rook against a DeGray, and for about like 10 or 12 seconds, we're just like walking back and forth because we're baiting who's gonna do something first, right? So it's definitely good. I'd say the mix-ups are good, the footsies are good, the neutral's good, the zoners are good. Like it's a very good game, good well-rounded game. If you want to see some higher level play, definitely check out once I finish up the stream, you can check out the finals match, which was a very good match, I have to say. But anyways, chat, everyone who came out to watch the commentary for the tournament, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There is going to be a launch day tournament that the actual devs are going to be hosting on Saturday and Sunday, I believe, of this week. It's either of this week or next week, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I will also be running more tournaments as well. So look out for that. Check the Battlefy or my Discord. Or the Fantasy Strike Discord. I'll always post my tournaments in the Fantasy Strike Discord and probably on my own Discord as well. So thank you all so much for coming out, and we should be getting into the I should be doing more tournaments later on. So I will talk to you all later. Let me end my stream here. All right, thank you all so much. Bye bye.
for Fantasy Strike was pretty interesting because you got a guy that's from Street Fighter, and then you got another guy that's from Guilty Gear. It was interesting to me because I like to see all those different players from those games collide against each other.
So as far as like Kennedy competitive, I think it's a really good side game, so you can learn it really fast. I mean, at most, like the Ninja and Valerie will take you like a day to learn, and all the other characters probably take you an hour or two to learn.
It's simple enough to pick up and master quickly, but really hard to actually be good at. And I think that's the part about it where the competitive aspect really comes into play. Because, I mean, we just had 2 tournaments today, and you can definitely tell who was playing a lot more. It's how hype it got. I mean, we're at EVO, and I kind of wish this was on the Jumbotron.